Go live.
No
Here we
porn.
go. All right, we are live. We are live. We go. You guys are joining us live. There you go. Shall not be infringed, bitches. We are. We're live here. You're joining us. Walter is showing off his what would Stoner do? There we go.
Oh, well, the KE arms.
KE Arms. Yes, absolutely. We're going to talk about this later. If you're joining us live, you already know this because you're here on Utreon. But if you're watching this or listening to this later and you want to know how to join us live, go to utreon.com slash Who Moved My Freedom or WMMF podcast. That's the place to join us because we can hold guns like they will not let us do on YouTube. We can't go live on YouTube and touch awesome, beautiful things like this. Oh, hold on. Let's see what Walter's got there. There you go. Babyface is throwing up. What? Oh, there you go. Oh, he's two-fisted. Babyface, yeah, he's two-fisted it. Yeah, there you go. So, that is the reason why we're on Utreon. So look for us on Utreon if you want to join us live. And if my camera could focus somehow, it'd be awesome. All right, cool. That being said, let's kick this all off. Let's kick it off and get it going here.
Welcome back to the Hank Strange Situation, Lifestyles of the Locked and Loaded.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Franklin Armory. Franklin Armory provides 100% US-made firearms and awesome binary option triggers. Their focus and purpose is to provide freedom tools to all Americans, especially those in not-so-free states. So when you're in the market, please consider Franklin Armory. All right, we are. I don't even know if that came up. We are live. We are live. I hope you guys got your big girl panties on. Let's get the jazz hands going. Come on. There you go, jazz hands. There you go. Yes, we are live. This is episode 925 of the Who Moved My Freedom podcast. So, damn, 75.
I just got a notification from Utreon telling me you went live. That must be a new feature.
Oh, wow, yeah. Wow,
yeah, I got an email notification telling me. That's
oh,
cool.
Fancy dancy.
Yeah.
two amazing things happening there. One, that notification. Two, Babyface looking at his email.
No, you have no idea. I am an email.
Yeah.
I don't know what you would call it. I have like 6 things in my inbox, and I monitor. I do not keep crap in my inbox.
Yeah, that's what I was gonna say, and immediately it was deleted.
I clicked on it. Actually, I don't know if I deleted it, but no, it's cool to see that come in.
Yeah, Patrick deletes everything. So yes, this is episode 925. We have 75 more episodes, and we'll be at 1,000 episodes. It's FreeForAll Monday, of course. With my partners in crime, Babyface P, there he goes, BFP, Patrick.
Hey, look! Wait a minute! Look, Patrick.
What am I looking at? Hey, I like the hat.
Damn it, you two!
This is my favorite hat now. Quickly has become. I've had to wash it multiple times because it gets sweaty and disgusting. But I love it. The fit of this hat is so nice. I like it. It fits my face.
I'm looking to see. Damn it! I don't have a. Where's my Barnauls hat?
And I got a conch penis shirt on.
Oh boy! Where is that? Should be that's for Rod Mills. For anyone who doesn't know, that's for Scorched Earth Firearms Training. That should be his logo, right? It should be a conch penis.
It should just be a conch, an actual, not the penis itself, just the conch.
Okay.
It's a deep meanings to it.
Yeah, we need to talk to him about that. Of course, also joining us is Walther Killer Keller. There he goes. So I'm gonna be nice to Walter. I have to be nice to Walter today, Patrick.
Okay. He spent the whole effing weekend with me. Come on.
Yeah,
I saw that. I heard you try to kill him with the heat.
Yeah.
The heat melted him. I'm melting.
Yeah, it was bad. Oh my god, the heat was bad. This is what you need to have in your. By the way, I mean I don't know this company or anything like that.
Ginger beer.
But it's my favorite, Gosling's ginger beer. I don't know if you guys believe in the Constitution, etc., etc. But I like your ginger beer, and I will happily promote your ginger beer for money and free. Either way, it doesn't matter. Just for free ginger beer.
Lifetime supply of ginger beer.
That's the good stuff right there. I mean, I guess this is, what do people use this in? This is like, this is made, used in some kind of rum drink, right?
My friend,
no, ginger beer, you can use it in a lot of stuff. It's good
my
stuff.
my friend Sean Darren, I've seen him mix that, just mix vodka right in it.
Oh, vodka? Okay.
Yeah,
There you go, yeah. So, but it's awesome just on its own. Great for the, when you have a sexy voice like mine, you got to maintain that voice. A little bit of lemon, some honey, and the goslings, you're good to go.
Oh, dear.
So what's up with you guys? Let's start there. There's probably a lot to talk about, but let's start with Patrick. What's up, man?
I got to spend a bunch of money today on things I didn't want to spend money on.
Oh.
What is it? Do you want to elaborate?
AC repair tech came because we were blowing warm air out of the AC unit.
Oh, that sucks. On a 90-something degree day.
We had a leak. We have a leak in the condenser system somewhere. And he was like, "Yeah, it could cost up to $1,500." And I was like, "We ain't doing that. So how about you just put some more coolant in there, some more refrigerant, and I'll get back to you." It's lasted. We've been in this house 6 years. It's lasted that long. With this, must be a pinhole leak. We're gonna go another 6 on some Freon. So
yeah,
$80 a pound for 410A refrigerant, plus a $98 service charge. So.
Well,
500 so we can sleep
don't here. Lesson 1: do not get your service in the heat of the summer.
We don't. The funny thing is, you don't choose when the AC goes out, and you never have it on during the winter, so you don't realize there's an issue until spring comes around.
Yeah,
until it dies.
Yeah. And the other thing is, isn't there some like I don't know what is it called, like an old lady's trick or farmer's
old wives' tale?
Old wives' tale. But how do you fix it? Could you put like an egg in there or something? And
what?
And it'll.
It ain't a radiator in your car, man. You're talking about a radiator in your car. An egg.
Can you put some duct tape on it? What?
There is Fix-A-Flat for condenser units, if anybody's not aware. And I was like, yeah. So if you wanted to put some of that in there, it'll find the little hole and seal it up. What would that run me? $400 to inject some Fix-A-Flat, AC specific Fix-A-Flat into the unit. And I was like, okay, that's not an option either. So I told him put in the needed Freon or 410A, and we're gonna go for a little. We're gonna limp along for a little while longer until something. We'll figure out something, but
yeah,
not good.
Yeah.
Also, for anybody out there, if you haven't done it in a while, pull your filters out and check it.
Always.
My condenser coils were caked solid with dust, so we were pushing probably 10% air through the house. So I combed it all. I combed the dust out of the condenser coils, or I guess the evaporator.
It can't breathe. Can you imagine if your face and plug would it can't breathe?
Seriously.
So it gets hot. It has to work extra hard to work.
Yep.
Yeah.
So cleaned it out. We got airflow like I haven't seen since probably before we moved into the house. It feels great. Got tons of cold air coming out, but we will see where that progresses to. Because
that's probably a yearly thing. And then the filter in the is it the intake in the house?
Yeah, so we have the air handler in the house, and there's a filter that goes underneath. And I have not been proactive about cleaning and changing all that.
Yeah,
so
that'll kill you. The AC unit that's sitting in here stopped working week or so ago, and the coils were frozen up, and the filter didn't look bad, but I let it melt down, put a new filter, and been fine.
Yeah.
So it was a filter.
Yeah. Also, go ahead. Well,
what I found too sometimes, just an observation of my own, the real fancy, HEPA catch every kind of disease in the world filters you pay extra for, they seem to plug up faster too. So because they're finer.
Well,
yes,
they do. Yeah, they do more filtering. So I was just gonna say that we had someone come out here to look at the someone from the electrical company, because the bill obviously for everyone has gone way up in Florida.
Nuts.
Yeah, and this guy, he said one of the things is like in the summertime he puts the cheaper filters in there. They don't filter as much.
More.
Yeah, lets more airflow go, because when you put those more expensive filters in, your air conditioner works harder.
Yeah.
So
just
And
replace the
less
filter more
air.
often.
It's not blowing as well. Yeah, everything
Yeah.
takes longer.
yeah,
Yeah,
and then
just
there's
buy more.
the reusable ones are no good. I've tried the reusable
No,
ones. Don't
never.
do the reusable.
No,
Yeah.
no.
Yeah.
No, I bought a pack. I got a replacement pack of the. I went for the fancy ones. I might not stick with the fancy ones. I might get rid of them after we use them. We'll see as time goes on. But and I also got a dog comb because I haven't fully cleaned the evaporated coils out or condenser coils out.
Mm-hmm.
I got up in there with the shop vac as best I could and cleaned what I could out, but there's still junk in the wet.
What the hell is a
junk
dog cone?
If you ever look online or look at people who own big hairy dogs, they have those combs that have like the metal wires sticking out that come out at like a 40. They stick out and then they have like an L shape at the end.
Oh, okay.
Perfect. I looked online. Somebody suggested this. Perfect for going up in there and raking fuzz out of the coils.
Yeah.
So, so I have that on order. I did a bunch of
And your
Amazon shopping.
That's
And your
like
water, your water drain is draining correctly too.
We fixed that 6 months ago. We cleaned that out 6 months ago, and the stuff that came out of that was a thing of nightmares.
Oh, my water drain was blocked. I didn't see it. The guy saw it. He was like, "Oh, dude, you got to clean this thing out."
Have you cleaned it out?
No, I haven't. He told me to get a shop vac and
Shop vac. When the AC's on, just stick the shop vac to it, and the stuff that comes out of there are things of nightmares.
Yeah, he said, "Make sure you take the filter out."
Devil
of the shop
baby
vac.
poop, nasty things come flowing
Well, stuff
out of
is
that
growing.
tube.
Yeah, stuff is
Oh,
growing
yes.
in there.
Oh, yeah.
And then
it's
I think
awful.
he said
Awful.
put some bleach in it after that because the
Yeah,
bleach
some bleach,
helps
yeah.
keep the
Yep.
you know, the stuff work. And then what you're talking about is there's a coil cleaner that you could get. The same one
I
that you
ordered
would
some of
use
that
on
too.
your fridge is the same. It's like a brush that
Yep.
you put in there and you clean it out. Yeah.
So it was a expensive day today, and you never $500 for 5 pounds of 410 and a service fee.
Yeah. Well, look
which
up
is
what a
very-
new AC is going for, man. Those,
$6,000 as
Yeah.
the top of the line is about six, and
Yeah.
anywhere between 45 and $6,000 to get a whole
Yeah.
system put in.
Yeah.
I'd start saving for it, my friend.
Yeah.
That's what I didn't tell you guys. We paid off the credit card. Finally got it covered. It's all paid off. So that $500 a month that we were putting to credit card just went to AC repair for this month.
Right on time. Right on cue.
Yep. So I was like, man, I'm going to have that in the savings account this month. Nope. AC
Yeah.
repair this
The
time.
gods of money are like, oh, you thought you had money just sitting
Yeah,
around.
exactly. But
Yeah.
again, I always tell Marley, this is the reason we work, is so we can live in comfort and have things that we want. So
Yeah.
owning a home, for anybody that's renting, owning a home is still worth all of this headache. I would never go back to renting.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I totally agree. By the way, let me do this shout out. K&M Arms is out there. Our friend Ken from K&M Arms. He
Dude.
says, dude, you have to change filters every month when you're in Arizona. You learn to do maintenance every month.
I was bad. I was
I
very
mean-
bad, and I will not make that mistake again. And I will impress upon my child whenever they get to 20-something years old.
First of all, we are busy social media entrepreneurs.
Gurus.
Aficionados. I don't know what other words. I'm trying to think.
Yeah.
Impresarios. No. Yes, you do have to do all this crazy stuff, man. Like mow the lawn and all of that. Shout out to Flying Rich out there as well. K&M Arms, you might be interested in what we're going to talk about because we're going to have a conversation in a little while after we do the check-ins about this thing here. It's gotten a little controversial lately, so we'll have a discussion of that and some of my favorite companies out there that are involved in this thing. Okay, so Walt, what's up with you? How was your weekend?
Well, my weekend was your weekend because you spent the weekend with me. So,
Okay.
yeah, so Hank arrived. Okay, here's my weekend. Saturday morning, I know Hank's coming. Friday night he sends a text that says he's leaving early and he's going to be there. And if he leaves early, he's going to be there early. So my wife saw that and she goes, "Yeah, right. He won't be there till noon." So, my dad was also coming into town
Mhm.
because he had something he wanted me to do, and so I knew he'd be at my shop about 9:30. So I got up, got myself ready, Went to the shop, opened the doors, boom, there's Papa. So
Yeah.
he needed a board replaced in his trailer. Long story short, I knocked it right out, begrudgingly, not the proper way to do it. He replaced one board and started replacing all the boards.
Mm-hmm.
But that's my dad. Um, but Hank was there at the same time, so he got to see that. Um, and then, of course, Hank showed up about a half an hour after my dad, or 20 minutes after my dad got there, which it was funny, too. When you showed up right around 10 o'clock, I was thinking, you left at 7:30. Where in the hell are you at? Because 7:30, 8:30, 9:30. Okay, so that's about right. 10
That's a
o'clock.
long ass drive.
Yeah, it's a long drive, man. Come on.
I know, but you don't.
Yeah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
So
Uh-huh.
you're in that big old van too. So,
Right.
so then they showed up, and I got my dad squared away, and he rolled off to go grocery shopping and go back home. And then a little bit later, who shows back up? There's my dad again. Rolls back around, but we're both me and him were looking at each other, going, "What's he doing here?" And,
I thought your dad was
he goes,
just circling around the block.
No, he don't come back when he leaves normally. He goes his business and he goes home. Well, I guess I may have made him feel bad or something. He bought me a rack of ribs at Sam's and brought me back a rack of ribs.
That's pretty
So,
good. That's a
Baby
good
back,
old
baby
Yeah.
back ribs.
Yeah, they're all right, man. They're really good. All I do is heat them up in the oven and boom, you're eating.
Yeah.
Nice.
So,
Nice.
You
yeah, I
ate
was
those
completely,
already?
No.
Oh, okay.
They're still in the fridge at the shop. I forgot them. I keep forgetting to bring them home.
Okay.
And then Sunday, guess who's at my house still? Hank Strange is still there.
Yeah.
So we mounted his after we had. Well, we mounted his ladder on the back of his vehicle.
Yes, I was about to show
And
it.
then on Saturday, I forgot to tell. On Saturday, we also glued the mounts for my solar cells on top of the top of the RV. That
So
was one
let's
of the
see.
things we did.
I don't know if I have pictures of that, but yeah, here's the van, and the van officially has a ladder.
Yep.
There's a ladder on the back of it. That's what we put on.
We got that all mounted up.
Yeah, there's an official ladder on there. I think I've got like a time lapse of all that going on somewhere here on my phone as well that I could share with the peoples out there in the world. I'm trying to see where the hell is it. Yeah. I don't know where
Then on
that is.
Sunday
Mhm.
at noontime, we went live. We went live for the whole world, me and him. Unfortunately, the HK part of it's kind of it's choppy, we'll say. I was trying to describe
the internet in there was not very good. Not very good at all. The internet. Look, check it out. This is the inside of the van. So if you look at this is the inside of the van here that I'm showing off. This is what it looks like. It's like a little tiny hotel room, and we opened it up now, so you guys can see. I've got insulation there in the windows and stuff like that. But as we keep looking here at this video, you guys are gonna see me go outside. Oh, there's the sex toys. Did you guys see that? I don't know if anyone's commented on that yet. I didn't even say anything about it. Look, slippers. Look, this is where I park, Patrick. Check this out. Right under the palm tree.
That's in my front yard.
Look how fancy that looks. Like you're in an island paradise.
I'm telling you. Yeah. It's just safe to harbor.
That island paradise was effing hot. So
Yes, it was a miserably hot weekend.
So
it was really bad. Really,
yeah,
really
I think
bad.
it was. So we went down after we did the roof, the solar panel mounts. We went down to Main Street in Safety Harbor and got a snow cone, or a snowball. depending on how you
Snowballs,
want
I
it.
think. Yeah.
Yeah. It was all right. Yeah. Yeah. It was kind of pricey because it's in Safety Harbor, but for ice water. But
Yeah.
well, it was fun.
Do you want to
A little
see? I think here's us.
time lapse?
Here's the time lapse putting the ladder on there. It took 4 people, geniuses all,
All right.
to figure
Let me
this.
clarify something here.
Check it out. There it
In the
goes.
beginning, there were 4 folks. My significant other sensed the need to go away,
Yeah.
and she did. She went into the air conditioning. Hank sat down. There she is.
Right.
And then me and Lola knocked it right out of the ballpark. Boom.
Yeah. Well, because you and Lola, Lola took over being the boss of everything as usual. You know,
Well, in the beginning, there were too many cooks in the kitchen, so to speak.
yeah,
You know, when you have too many people trying to do
yeah.
one
Everybody
thing,
trying to tell everybody what to do.
knows what to do. Yeah,
Yeah, it was too hot. I capitulated early. I was like, okay,
well, we
these
knocked
two,
it out. We got her done.
these two obviously have it handled. So yeah, it's good. Now I got a ladder. I could climb up on top of my van for no reason, if I want.
I was really surprised when I crawled up there. I was really surprised how the metal surface up there is so uneven. It's so rigidy.
Yeah,
You know.
I think some of that up there, in terms of the structure before they did the RV stuff, is for aerodynamics. Because this is a very high. This van has a very high roof, and it's actually not as strong as the Sprinter van roofs that you get. So you can't walk
Yeah,
around.
well, Hank
put a
was
lot
up
of
on
weight
top of
there.
my Sprinter van roof, and he was. I've been up there already, so I didn't. It's not going to
Mm-hmm.
dent. If it was going to dent, my butt would have dented it. But
Yeah. No, but this roof is kind of bowed for aerodynamics or what have you because it's so high.
okay.
So, yeah. And then I guess they put the ridges. I don't know what that does. There's a bunch of stuff up there for you to put ambulance lights and all kinds of other nonsense up there just because of all the stuff people use these vans for. You know, ladders or whatever, their work vans and all that kind of stuff. So, yeah. We've got you got like 30 seconds here. What else you got? Wasn't it awesome hanging out with me? We had soft serve ice cream. We did all
we
kinds
went
of
to
cool stuff.
Jason's Deli for lunch. Yeah,
we were big babies the whole
I just,
weekend.
in my head, I picture that song, "People, let me tell you about my best friend," and the two of you eating ice cream.
Yeah, it's funny. We're gonna take a break right now. We're gonna be right back.
Damn you, Patrick.
Walther Arms has been making concealed carry handguns for over 90 years, starting with the PPK. Today, Walther is based in the good old US of A and still builds quality firearms like the PPQ and PDP for personal defense and competition. So when you're in the market, please consider Walther Arms. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Walther Arms. By the way, when is Ken from K&M Arms coming on the show again? I don't know. Lola probably knows the answer to that. We'll get Ken on here soon. And, let's get this in. Armament and Axes gave us $5. Thanks. He says, best part of the inside of the van video was Lola. Okay, fine. Okay. We'll take that. You know what? I forgot to make you guys collaborators, so I'm getting all that $5. Today,
man.
so I forgot to make
You
you guys.
owe Walter for some ice cream, probably.
Yeah. Well, I'm
Hey,
pretty sure. Go ahead, Walt.
we get to that was Jason's Deli. We get to Jason's Deli, and we were going. Where were we going to go for lunch? And it was like Jason's Deli came up, and Hank's like, yes, because he knows he's got.
Jason's Deli is great food.
Yeah, we don't have those around here, but those are awesome. You know, they shut the damn ice cream machine down.
Oh, I hate when they do that.
Yeah, but you already had 2 cones before.
Oh yeah, I had a preemptive cone before I ate anything.
They saw you coming in. They're like, nope, turn it off.
There was a lot of kids in there. Those kids killed the
they probably
the
went
ice cream
nuts
machine.
for that.
Yeah. So
They were when we walked in. Place was almost full, and then I guess the lunch crowd hauled ass, and we left. It was pretty empty in there. So, yeah.
Now, but like Patrick was saying with that, song, I don't know whose song that was, that best friend thing. I did feel like that when we went to get the snowballs. Because we were just standing out in the street, and I'm like, I'm too grown to be standing in the street eating a snow cone out in this, It was so funny. And I think Walter did the safest, if anyone cares, flavors. Walter, what flavor did you get? You got
Strawberry.
Walter got strawberry. I did the rainbow flavor, which him and Lola were making fun of me because I went to the rainbow. Looked like a clown head, basically, but it was good. Lola did
lavender.
Lavender, Patrick.
That's
lavender.
Whatever lavender is.
That's an
Yeah,
but
and I'm like, listen, lavender. That's a scent. That's not a
That's
flavor.
a candle
That's
scent.
that's an old
Lavender.
world flavor.
What? People used
lavender
to
candy? That's like an old world thing.
what?
Yeah.
Lavender
Yeah,
candy.
Before there were, modern candies, a lot of candies were flavored with like floral flavors. So you'd have like flowery things. If you look back at like pre-1800 candies,
Oh my
a lot
God,
of them are
that's
like
horrible.
flowery. Yeah.
Well,
Oh.
that's where you get licorice, like the real
Yep.
old school licorice.
Anise, star anise. Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Licorice is horrible.
Oh, I
That's
love
like
it.
a medicine.
I love it. I love that
They
stuff.
at this little shop, they have the full synthesized synthetic corn
Yeah.
syrup ones.
Yeah.
Then they have
Natural.
the non-corn syrup ones,
Yeah.
and then they have the like organic ones.
Oh
You know?
no.
But the organic ones were in that lavender range where it was all these weird.
They
ass
always
things.
are.
Yeah.
And I was like, "Give me strawberry. I'll take my chance."
Lola had to have the frickin' lavender, man. Lola is always
So you gotta do the
experimenting.
bougie. You gotta do the
Yeah,
bougie one.
yeah, always experimenting with something. So listen, we're in the news section. This is probably a good place to talk about this. Let me see if I can get this up here. So it's a couple of articles. This one is from Recoil. That's where I saw it first because I didn't know this was going on. KE Arms, Barnauls, and others sued by anti-AR investor. So it goes on. The American legal system. Sue them all, let judges sort it out. Many of you may be aware that we live in a time and place where lawsuits are common. If you've ever been unfortunate enough to be targeted by a lawsuit, you know how draining it proves. The Second Amendment supporters are no strangers to the legal system and often use it to preserve and protect our rights. But that system can also be used against people. Recently, KE Arms and Russell Fagan, along with Carl Casarda from InRange TV, have gone public regarding a lawsuit filed against KE Arms by GWACS, Armory, concerning the KP15 polymer lower and the What Would Stoner Do project from InRange TV and Barnauls. You guys can read it on Recoil. You can read that article. It's there. I invite everyone to go check it out. And then also, we're going to go through this here a little bit, but then also there is a video that I guess Carl did the video called What Would Stoner Do? GWACS Armory Sucks.
Yeah.
I didn't, Walt, you said you saw this. I didn't realize it was out there, but it is out there. That's Carl right there talking about the whole situation. Let's see if I can go sideways so you guys can see. It's both of them are worth a look and a listen and a read, or whatever you want to call it. But the basics of this is that when they were developing this, I guess GWACS was involved in that, and there are people that bought that original, the original lower part that they were making. But when they went to do this project with Barnauls, they had to go back to the drawing board because the mold and all that for that stuff was worn out, etc. So this is something all new that they came up with, that InRange TV came up with, along with the folks at Barnauls and KE Arms, and that company went out of business. GWACS went out of business and all that, but nevertheless, they've come back from the nether regions to sue and all that kind of stuff, aided by some guy who just goes around suing the Second Amendment community, I guess. I don't know if I'm putting it. What do you think about that explanation, Walt?
Well, some guy has made statements that he does not, in court statements, like legal statements, that he does not like the AR-15. So, but
Yeah.
some Oppenheimer dude, his last name's Oppenheimer,
Right.
from Tulsa, Oklahoma.
Right.
But my question once again is, and suppose they said he's like an investor, invested in, so doesn't like an AR-15, invested in the GWACS whatever G Arms stuff. That's an AR-15. I'm confused. I'm easily confused, I guess. I don't.
Yeah. So if you look in the article here, it says per Casarda, an angel investor is funding GWACS lawsuit. Once a 45% owner of GWACS, one Reed Oppenheimer is now paying for this crusade against KE Arms et al. Per FEC filings, Oppenheimer is a Tulsa, Oklahoma businessman whose employer is listed as RJOF, presumably the Tulsa-based nonprofit Reed Jones Oppenheimer Foundation. Jules, yeah. So what's Oppenheimer's interest in the case? Found in depositions For this case, it seems this is a personal vendetta of sorts Oppenheimer has against the entire Second Amendment community based on statements made in depositions. Oppenheimer is flagrantly against the AR-15 in the hands of civilian ownership. In his deposition, he said, "I don't like AR-15s." So apparently so much he's willing to single-handedly fund this entire lawsuit. So it's interesting all of this is going on, and I think Carl was explaining in that video that that's the reason why we haven't seen as much marketing and all that kind of stuff as people might expect for the project, right? That's what. Yeah, I was looking at the video, and that's
okay. I didn't watch the video. I just saw it pop up because I subscribe to InRange TV, so it popped up on my YouTube stuff, and I don't just because it pops up, I don't look at everything, because some of it's just. But that was interesting. You know, it like I said before, it's like I'm going. WTF over? What's going on?
It's really weird to see all of that, and it's weird. If you follow the gun world lawsuits at all, typically you can't even sue. Like, people take stuff all the time. I mean, if you look at like the Ruger, what the hell is that thing from Ruger? The
LCP9.
The LCP9, and then the Keltec P3AT are pretty much the same thing. Keltec, of course, having come up with that first. And then Ruger putting out a version of it, and even recently improving on that version. But there was enough of a difference that really and truly it wasn't worth going after. And then I think some of the stuff they're going after in this lawsuit was kind of silly.
It's frivolous.
Like length of pull.
Nobody owns length of pull. Sorry.
Yeah.
Nobody owns length of pull.
Yeah, they're going to have to... That's one of those they're going to have to explain how... To me, if I were to read the filing, how on earth do you own... How is the length of pull of the M16A1...
Yeah, how do you own from right here in the trigger to the back here?
I own that measurement.
How do you own that? How do you own that? By the way, this is a Cavalry Arms lower.
Just the original.
This is where it all came from. Mm-hmm.
Right. This one's actually marked with Eagle Arms, which is part of Armalite. I guess they private labeled them for them, but this was a Cavalry Arms lower. So, I don't know. It just seems like this guy must have more money than he knows what to do with. So, just to throw it at.
Yeah, in the article, I believe they went through the different people that he's giving money to. Let me see if I can pull it up. Let's see. Looking at Form 990 tax filings for RJOF, the organization appears to basically give money to a range of causes, sometimes over $1 million per year. If we take a peek at Reed's FEC filings, we see much of his donation goes towards Act Blue and End Citizens United, but he is also a supporter of Chuck Schumer, a rabidly anti-2A senator from New York, and Senator Raphael Warnock in Georgia, who is also strongly anti-2A.
So this dude is 100% anti-gun. It's not just AR-15s. He's against guns in general. So
that's what it sounds like.
I mean, if you're giving Warnock and Schumer money or whatever, So I'm assuming is Act Blue like a pro law enforcement?
It's a no. It's a blue as in blue, as in Democrat.
Oh, okay, yeah. So this might just be one of those, things of like throwing a monkey wrench into the system and helping to bleed Second Amendment companies dry.
Possibly. There's also the other thing that if they truly think that they have some sort of windfall coming, it might just be that they're looking for money. I mean,
this has been going on for a couple of years prior to the current events, so I don't think the windfall is gonna happen.
Yeah, and then what you were previously talking about, as Casarda, points out, I guess that's Carl's name, so we can just say Carl, that's what. There are highly questionable and seemingly nonsensical claims to anyone with a grasp of firearm history. One such example he discussed in a YouTube video is GWACS asserting the M16A1 length of pull is a protected trade secret of the company that it invented some 40 plus years after the M16A1 was fielded in the jungles of Vietnam.
That's a Democrat way of you just throw a bunch of shit out there, and
See what sticks.
then the legal beagles that don't know any difference have to sort through it and have to check on this stuff and da 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 da.
Yeah. So it's interesting. It sucks. This kind, you know why this sucks really? Because when folks always wonder, oh, how come we don't see this or we don't see that? You know, not all the time.
Somebody probably owns the rights to it and won't give it up. First off, that's why you don't see a bunch of old stuff coming back into the market.
Well,
how long do those rights last for?
Don't know the answer to that.
Oh, okay.
What do you mean rights? I mean,
So like,
rights.
let's say someone has a patent
If they had a patent
patent's
on
15 years.
Oh, so yeah, it would have been long gone by
I think
the
it's
time.
like 15 years. Yeah, there's nothing AR-15 that's got any old school AR-15 stuff that's got any current patents on it.
Mm-hmm.
And on this lower, if they redid the whole lower, so it's not like it's even different material nowadays. It's not even the same material.
Yeah.
So it's just
throw up that lower again, Walt. Let's see that lower again. Okay.
I mean, do they have the filing in here?
And here's the new one. So yeah, there's
those filings have to be public, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So if I can find the filing, I can I can say exactly what they're.
Yeah. There's visibly a bunch of differences in there and all that kind of stuff. Yeah. But I hate this kind of stuff because we want to see cool things. We want to see cool things go out there, and it's discouraging to companies when they get hit with all this kind of stuff. Listen, we're friendly with the guys from Barnauls. I haven't asked them about it. I'm friendly with the folks from KE Arms for that matter. As far as I'm concerned, they're good dudes over there, and they've helped us out with a number of things. But I haven't spoken to them about this either. This is all public knowledge, and I never heard about this from them. On top of that, I figured that out when I saw that recoil article, which might have been sent to me by my brother or something. I don't know. He sends me a lot of stuff, but somehow that came across my radar, and I was like, "What the hell?" This is the you got the
that's like just the FDE KE Arms.
Yeah.
Yeah, the extra one that I bought. I ordered two of them when they first came out. One black and one FDE. And the black one came first, and I built my What Would Walt Do rifle out of that. Mm-hmm. But today I got pulled into a Bear Creek Arsenal
rabbit
YouTube
hole?
Rabbit hole, and I clicked on one of their things, and they had a flat dark earth upper on sale, 16-inch. Mm-hmm. Side charger for $289. So
doesn't even seem like you could produce it for that cost.
16-inch side charger. What kind of upper? What'd you say?
It's
AR-15.
Flat dark earth.
Oh,
AR-15. Yeah, 223.
I call dibs.
So I'm gonna put it on this guy.
Okay.
And it will be what would Bear Creek Arsenal build?
Yeah.
So I gotta put the guts in here, the trigger assembly, and I gotta get one of those one-piece spring assemblies out, like I used in my other one. So, and then it'll be ready to rock and roll. Yeah.
Yeah. So definitely some projects, and Walter and I are working on some projects.
Yes, we are.
Yeah. We had a couple of setbacks on a project. Well, no, like a little bit.
No, not setbacks. Just I mean, we misunderstood. Something.
Yeah, but we are working on some things. Oh, is this what you show? Yeah. Do you want to explain what happened?
We were going to try to use this AK magazine fed lower on the BRN 180 and 7.62x39, but that upper is not designed to take the AK magazine.
Yeah,
it's designed to take the AR 7.62x39 magazines.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. Okay.
Yeah, we thought it would be really cool to do a BRN upper and you could rock in an AK mag.
AK mag. Yeah.
But it's the one that upper there that Walter has is wider where the mag well is.
Where the mag goes in the bottom here.
Yeah, it's wider. A lot wider. Yeah. Yeah, and the BRN upper is not. It's narrower there. So
It didn't go as planned.
Yeah. So you can only put in those weird-looking AR-style magazines that take 7.62 by 39.
Yeah.
So we're gonna go back to drawing board. It's too bad, man. You know, that would have been really cool. When they made that, they should have done that. But you know.
Oh, before I forget, for the
Uh-huh.
folks out there, Bear Creek Arsenal is running a contest giveaway thing.
Mhm.
Go check it out. They got a whole stack of uppers. Just about every caliber they make, you're going to give to one person. So
That'd be cool.
you got to go over and you got to jump through the normal hoops for the contest stuff, but
Mhm.
it's no big deal. I even did it. I usually don't do that, but for 15 or 20 uppers, I'll jump through a hoop. So
Yeah, I mean seriously. You know what, Patrick? Walter could do with another 15 or 20 uppers.
Exactly. He doesn't have enough yet.
I think they would probably get sold.
Yeah. What you need to do is get some blanks so you can make some more Hank Strange and Babyface P. Did you ever get the Babyface P ones done?
No, we've never done them. We need to at some
Yeah.
point.
Oh, okay. So Babyface P is the next one.
We need the 80s. I would prefer doing because of the way I run things. I prefer doing 80%ers. Buy up a bunch of 80%ers and then have those.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's the
those
way
laser
to do it.
engraved.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Instead of selling them
and-
as transfers.
Oh, okay, yeah. You just want to mark them with your stuff on it. Okay.
Yeah, and then sell them as 80s.
Oh, I see.
80%, yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because the people that watch me are
Builders.
themselves, so maybe they want to build it up themselves.
Yeah. So let's see. We got a comment here.
Appalachian Gunrun Linge makes a lower for the 7. Oh, I don't have a Bren 2 though.
Yeah, Lingle makes. Is it Lingle or Linge? Lingle makes a lower for the 7.62 Bren 2 that make accept AK mags. Thus is an option one.
We have to have a lower that will take basically an 8. Well, we wanted to use the BRN 180 upper from Brownells.
Yeah, we want to rock in. We want to rock in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
This is
so
the-
the problems
this is the
with the
problem-
upper. The problems with the upper, not the.
This is a Palmetto State rifle. So
Yeah.
we're going to use the Palmetto State lower with the BRN 180 upper, but like I said, the BRN 180 upper is not.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like High Point Firearms and Full Forge Gear, bags and gear for everyday life. Did you know High Point is an American family-owned and operated company located in Ohio with over 30 years of manufacturing experience? High Point is proud to be the home of the working man's gun and your source for affordable handguns and carbines with a lifetime warranty. So when you're in the market, please consider High Point.
Okay, sorry, got cut off there, Walt. Go ahead.
No. Anyways, we're trying to use the PSA lower with the BRN 180 upper. It's just the BRN 180 upper is not designed for the width of the standard AK magazine. So
Yeah. So, we're trying to do a BRN thing, and I thought it would have been really cool to rock in those magazines.
it would have given it a more crinkish look.
Yeah. Once again, we are stymied. Trying to get a crink. What the hell have you been up to, Patrick?
I realized that after that last range trip, I went to clean this today, took it apart, looked at it, and the trigger components were starting to rust a little bit from the rain.
No,
So
really?
So I took it. Yeah, so I took it completely down, cleaned the entire trigger housing and everything like that. And then at the same time, what I was working on actually is I picked up a new modification for the forend.
that little
you can see
extension?
here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now,
What is that about?
if I
I think it's a bottle opener.
you put your PEC 14 on the front for laser light night vision stuff, and it doesn't
Oh,
obscure.
Lord.
The problem I had before is the PEC 14 was sitting like back here,
Mhm.
and it gets. Let me see if I can turn it sideways. It gets
In the
well
way
in the
of your
way
hand.
of getting your hand on the gun. So moving it forward with a gooseneck allows you to actually grip the gun properly, and then you can still run it with lights and lasers and night vision.
I would like to
I
know...
do still need.
Mhm.
One day I'm gonna have to get me one of those flash hiders, but I'm still haven't found one yet at a good price.
Oh. Inquiring minds want to know, how much weight have you put on this MP5? What are you doing? That's not telling us how much weight. We need scientific.
This doesn't weigh hardly anything. I mean, this PEC 14s are very light. Again, like a red dot is super light, and then the thing here is light. The handguard is probably, I don't know, you'd have to calculate how much it is. But remember, this isn't a light gun to begin with. It's steel. It's an all steel cheap gun, so it's not that light. But again, if you want functionality, you gotta make sacrifices. So.
Yeah, it looks good.
Yes, you do.
Because I mean, I could take all this off and run it like it's 1982, but I like using it with night vision and being able to do stuff like this.
Like it's 1999.
There you go.
Like it's 1990. Yeah. You know what? When I don't know, Patrick, you're probably a little younger than 1999, but when 1999 came around and the world was supposed to come to an end,
I remember the world was supposed to end. Yes.
Yeah.
That was the biggest bunch
Y2K.
Of
Y2K. No, I remember Y2K.
Y2 bullshit. That's all it was.
Yeah. I remember everyone, Y2K, we were living in New Jersey. I think we had our first son, and then the other one was either in the oven. And when Y2K was rolling over, it was like everyone was taking all their money out of the ATM machines. People were going nuts, man. People went to, they went to like, what do you call it? BJ, Sam's Club.
Yeah, got a bunch of stuff.
Yeah, all the food.
I mean,
it was like, this is the end.
Nothing happened.
It was just, the next day was just like the day before.
100%. As per usual.
So,
yep. The thing rolled over. It turns out what it was all about was like a computer error that was going to shut down the world, right? Because they didn't have anything to go quadruple digits or something like that. Or
the base 64 or whatever, I think it was base 32 at the time, when it rolled into 0000, for whatever reason, the media thought that would just make the computers blow up. I don't understand their logic at all. Just because there's a couple zeros in there, nothing else is going to happen.
Most things were calibrated for that, and anything that it affected, it wasn't that big of a deal.
Yeah, there was a couple small things that affected, and it was never that big of a deal. Now, I remember that. Funny enough, this can get us off on a tangent here, but I watched a video over the weekend of an old timer, probably Walter's age, quote unquote old timer, who said he remembers going through the 70s, 80s, 90s, 2000s, 2010s, and every decade there was something that was going to end the world. In the 70s, the fuel shortage was going to end the world. In the 80s, it was... I can't remember what the 80s was. The 90s was the ozone layer. Then Y2K.
The world's going to flood. The ice
flooding. The ice, that was it. The polar ice caps were going to melt and the world was going to flood. Every decade had its its thing that we focused on. And then he was like, none of it's ever happened.
I was surprised how long global warming has been around. Last night I was looking Amazon.
90s.
Yeah, Amazon Prime had a movie with Rutger Hauer. I can't remember the freaking name of the movie. It was a Rutger Hauer movie. You I don't know if Babyface even knows who that is.
I don't know who that is.
Let me see if I can pull up Rutger Hauer. But it was like this terrible British movie. Here's Rutger Hauer right here. You've seen him. He was in Blade Runner. He was the bad guy in the original Blade Runner movie.
Oh, that's the bad guy from Blade Runner. Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
I know who he is.
But in this movie, he's trying to be like Arnold Schwarzenegger. Let me see if I can figure out what the name of that movie was. It was from the 90s, so let me see. I'm gonna have to
Marley and I did do some movie watching last night.
Mm-hmm.
Very, very serious documentary called Naked Gun.
Oh, Naked Gun.
With Leslie Nielsen.
Yes.
Marley has never seen The Naked Gun or any. She's never seen any Leslie Nielsen movies. Airplane, none of those. And I was like,
don't call me Shirley.
Yes, yeah. But please don't call me Shirley. But we sat down and watched Naked Gun last night, and she actually was laughing, crying a couple times because slapstick comedy. I would never expect her to be into that. She loves that type of humor.
Yeah. Walter showing. So, by the way, he was in Blind Fury, a movie called Blind Fury. I'm trying to find this movie I was looking at last night. It's from the 90s. Where is it? Not Blind Justice. Split Second. This was the movie he was in. Split Second. So this is from 1992. In a flooded future London, Detective Harley Stone hunts a serial killer who murders his partner. And it has what's her name? Right? What's this chick's name? I forgot her name. Well, I could just go back there and it'll tell me who was in the movie. Kim Cattrall. So anyway, the reason why I'm telling you guys about this, in this movie that was made in 1992, it says London, the whole planet was flooded because of, guess what?
Global warming.
Global warming. Guess what the year was that it was flooded?
2085.
2008.
2008, yeah.
I was like, damn it. So we're still waiting. Like, when is it going to happen? You know, what does anyone know what year Waterworld was supposed to have happened? Go what?
No, but by the way, thank you to K&M Arms. He linked the case text for that GWACS lawsuit. I'm gonna go read through it. No, yeah. I thought it was in the 2000s for Waterworld. Yeah. Which, by the way, I know that was like a career ender for the actor. I don't think it's a bad movie. I thought it was kind of good.
For what you call it? No, it wasn't a career ender.
Supposedly, it's one of his worst movies. I think it's a good.
I love that movie.
Have you ever seen his TV show?
Kevin
Yellowstone? Kevin Costner. Have you seen Yellowstone?
No, I haven't seen it.
Heard it's good. I've heard it's good.
I've seen a lot of. So here we go. Yeah,
I thought it was a good movie.
That's 1995. In a future where the polar ice caps have melted and the Earth is almost entirely submerged, a mutated mariner fights starvation and outlaw smokers. Yeah, Waterworld. Oh yeah.
Just so everybody knows, and this is I heard from scientist types, that all the water on this planet has been the same forever. So the same amount of water that's frozen and everywhere else is the same amount of water that's been here forever. So just kind of think about that.
Hey, Walter, question. Just a serious question here. Have you ever put ice in a glass and filled it with water?
I did it. Yeah, right here.
Have you looked at the level? Have you looked at the level of when there's ice in the glass versus when the ice melts? It is in the glass.
It's magically the same thing, but this is all hocus pocus, mumbo jumbo science. You know, it says here.
Why would Nancy Pelosi buy a $25 million house here?
Go ahead, Walt. Show that guy.
If it's going to be gone soon.
Yeah.
This is the BRN the BRN 180 with the Picatinny rail on the back factory. And so basically that 762 upper looks just like this. And you've got a stock coming that kind of looks like this.
Yeah.
Kind of. Yeah. So.
Yeah.
An AR-180 is on my bucket list. Eventually, I will find one and procure it.
That's a good one for the collection. That's a good one for the collection.
Yes. Very cool gun.
Yeah. Big thanks to K&M Arms for putting up that link.
I'm going to go read through it. I appreciate that.
Yes, DCG44 says Blind Fury, I recommend. That's like is it Kasagi? What is the name of the guy? The blind, that's based on these Japanese movies. I forgot the name of the Japanese filmmaker. Kasoji, I don't know if it's Kasoji, something like that did these like blind samurai movies, and then Blind Fury is from that. But yeah, it is a good movie. Also, Alaskan Gun Dad says Hobo with a Shotgun, Rutger Hauer.
I've never seen it. I know the Hobo with a Shotgun.
Yeah.
Well, and we're not talking about it, but I just remembered in my head. Patrick, I have a couple. You have the little tabletop milling machine for the AR lowers, right?
I do, and it works fantastically.
Yeah, because I got a couple polymer ones.
It can be done. We just have to use electrical tape. We have to use copper tape so the probe can probe. But beyond that, supposedly it works fantastic. I've never tried one.
To get your zero.
Yeah, to get your zero to get and then calculate the offsets, and then they also have the code for polymer 80s, which is kind of cool.
Yeah. By the way,
I have it.
Speaking of
looks
copper,
very similar to a forged lower. It isn't off in all kinds of different directions. So
Okay.
Speaking of copper, Brian Quick says I made a muzzle brake out of copper. It looks
saw
cool. Yeah.
I saw that on IG, I believe. It was on Instagram. Yeah.
This is on IG? Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's see. I'm trying to see what else. Waterworld 42 Chill says Waterworld is cool. I saw in the trivia for that Kevin Costner put $22 million of his own dollars.
And it was considered a flop, wasn't it?
Do you know what $22 million was in 1995?
That's a lot of money.
Well, you have to think long term now too.
Yeah.
Because those movies continue to make money.
Yeah.
Forever. As long as you don't sell
That's
the rights to it or something. So
Yeah.
No, it's absolutely true.
you know, hopefully he gets his money back someday. Yeah.
I'm trying to see. I don't know. I was trying to see what year that was supposed to be because that's another 90s movie that was talking about like the planet being flooded and all that. It's probably in the movie, like what year it was.
I think it says, and I thought it was in the early 2000s or mid 2000s.
Yeah.
Look, as a youngster, I used to love to look at Popular Science, Popular Mechanics, look through all that stuff.
Me too.
We were gonna run out of oil in the 1980s, and we were gonna do this and do that.
Yeah.
And it's
Yeah.
like, you know,
That's
it's
how
like
it goes.
I watch. There's a guy I watch on YouTube that's out in Texas, and he runs a lot of the. He's got a whole bunch of small oil wells. He's got a well that's been pumping since the 20s.
Oh my Lord.
It doesn't pump a lot every day,
Right.
but it pumps enough that he figures it's worth keeping money. You know, it's like money in the bank. It just keeps pumping oil. You know what I mean? There's no shortage of effing oil. And how do you know, all you smart people out there, that the oil's still not being made? Tell me. I'm listening.
I don't even think.
Don't.
I don't
You
even
don't.
think. I don't
You
even
don't.
think. I don't even think it matters. It doesn't, like, you know, we have to, you know, nothing comes from nothing. So everything comes from something. You know, we have to, if we're going to create energy, if we're going to do things, it comes from somewhere. You know, this is like, you know, it's just one of the rules of the universe that we're in and what we're doing. And listen, on top of that, here's the thing. It's not to say something can't happen and we get a massive catastrophe on the planet, like world ending.
Like Yellowstone blows up?
Things can happen on. Guess what? Guess what will still be here spinning? This Earth will still be here spinning.
Remember when I think it was a Krakatoa, the one that went off, and the Earth went into a cold period for X amount of years, and there was famine and everything else. What would you think would happen if that happened now?
Yeah.
You better have a couple extra rounds sitting around because people will do weird shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know when the power goes out in a couple days, people start doing weird shit.
Yeah. 42 Chill says year 2500. That's not when Waterworld. Is that when Waterworld was supposed to have happened? All these catastrophes. By the way, speaking of spending like your own money, man, if anyone out there won that $1 billion lottery,
oof, that's some big dollars.
I think that was someone in Illinois. I hope that was a gun dude. I hope that was a gun guy that got that $1 billion, more than $1 billion. I know in the end it doesn't.
Ain't gonna half of that's going to taxes. More than half it probably. So
you walk away. He's gonna walk away with probably 400,000 because your instant withdrawal.
400 million.
400 million. The instant withdrawal, if you didn't want to take it over a period, was like 780 million, and then you lose like 45% of that or something to
get the money and get the hell out of Dodge.
Hell yeah! I would even for 400 million. I'm taking that.
And
here's a serious question for you guys. Do you have something you would put your money into if you had that? Because you got to keep it growing, you know. I, for one, would buy a franchise of something. And I think I would buy a franchise of, like, Chick-fil-A. I think that would be a good investment.
Oh, Lord. Yeah.
Have you ever seen a poor Chick-fil-A owner? I'm just saying.
No, Walter. Well, so Lola
I went there for lunch today. It's never going to stop.
So Lola was talking about how there was a Chick-fil-A in, I forgot where it was, North Carolina or someplace. and they opened up a new Chick-fil-A, and they wanted people to work in the drive-through. You know, they have people out there, whatever, taking orders, and they were looking for volunteers for some reason. And what they were going to pay the people with was 5 meals per hour.
Why would you want 5 meals an hour? What the hell is that good for? I can't eat that much chicken.
That's what I'm trying to tell. Walter was like, "Oh, that sounds good to me." I was like, "How the hell? You will eventually die of Chick-fil-A
You'll have a heart attack." Yeah.
I think we're missing something from the story. I really do.
Yeah, we're probably missing something. It was probably some law they were trying to skirt around. But let me just say this. I don't know if Walter... You know what, Walter? What would you do? How would you... With the $1 billion... Well, first of all, you're not going to get it. You're getting about half $1 billion, at least, after the government
I don't know
gets
if I
their
can
money.
make it on. I don't know if I can make it on that.
On half $1 billion?
Mil, that's not enough money for me.
All right, what I do? I would keep my fucking mouth shut first thing.
Oh, nobody would know. I wouldn't tell.
I wouldn't tell.
Not even me and Patrick. Come on, you got to tell me.
I wouldn't tell my relatives.
Nope, because they will be coming out of the woodwork looking for money.
Don't tell them, but tell me, Walter. Tell me.
I'm going to buy myself a chunk of property where I can shoot in any direction, full auto, without ever having to worry about hitting anyone.
Go out to Montana. Go out to Montana and go that mountain range to that mountain range. This is mine. Don't come around here.
And I'm going to have a toy shop.
Oh, boy.
Yeah, that's the kind of stuff. Just, but...
Yeah.
One thing about one thing, no matter what anybody says, as long as you don't lose your mind and do stupid shit, if you have all the money you need, who cares if the air conditioner breaks? Who cares?
Oh, I'm just gonna hire some scantily clad women to hold those palm leaves and fan me. I don't need no damn air conditioning.
And what they're going to be fanning you one day, and all of a sudden you're going to be asleep, and you're going to get a Woody, and one of them's going to sit right on top of that. Next thing you know, they'll have a little baby, a little baby.
You got to pay
That's
for
how
that
it usually
forever.
goes. That's how it usually goes.
I'm just saying. That's all I'm
trying to put
R.
more
Kelly with money. It sounds like.
I'm just trying to put more Hank Stranges out in the world.
Oh,
and
God.
then all of a sudden there's a lawyers, and next thing you know, you're working at McDonald's. You're working at McDonald's, baby.
working at Chick-fil-A for 5 sandwiches an hour.
You're working next to that former NBA player at McDonald's. That's what you're doing, man.
Yeah.
You know what I'm anyways, no, you just got to keep your mouth shut, and you got to talk to the lawyer first. That's what you got to talk. So.
Oh yeah. Get somebody lined up. Have an investment person that
start a trust. You got to start a trust.
It goes in there. Yeah.
Yeah, American Bulldog says family trust, take a salary of $1. Okay, so yeah, we're gonna have to wait for my reaction to what I would do after we go through this break and we come back. But trust, yeah, that's number one thing. Tell no one, get a trust.
With Armslist, you can shop the extensive list of local and nationwide firearms classified, now with more confidence because of their built-in firewall. For only $6.99 a month for personal use, or $30 a month for business vendors, so when you're in the market, please consider Armslist. We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of great companies like Armslist.
Real quick,
we're back here. Yeah,
before you jump into that, I just want to read this first sentence of the lawsuit that's happening with Barnauls and whatever.
Okay.
In December 2000, in December 2000, the year 2000, Cavalry Arms created a polymer lower receiver for the AR-15 assault rifle. That's all you need to know. That's all you need to hear before you could just go, oh, we know what this type of person is.
Mm-hmm.
Well, hang on now. AR-15 is technically not an assault rifle. So,
no, of course it's not.
Yeah.
So for me, I'm the judge. I go, guess what?
You throw this filing out.
Yeah,
This is not correct.
it's out. And you're out. Yeah. Yeah, there's probably a lot of stuff in there, So listen, all of what you guys are saying I think is good. Tell no one. Sequester yourself. Trust and all that kind of stuff. You know what? Personally, what I would do is after I pay the taxes, half of that money goes to Lola. Half of the money goes to Lola.
You're gonna buy her out. That's
So
what you're gonna buy her out.
quarter Billy goes to Lola. Yeah, I'm not trying to get rid of Lola, but I would give her half of what I get, so because I know Lola's going to be responsible.
Yeah.
This is my insurance.
Oh,
Okay, because I think I could burn through $250 million on my own, and I would do it exactly like Kevin Costner. I'll be making movies.
I don't know, man.
I'll be out there making movies. I want to make the movies I want to see, like the good old movies we used to have of yesteryear. Not the bullshit that we see out there, man. It's really tough to look at a lot of things. There's some good stuff that's out there now. Very seldomly.
When the story was all about white people, it's all white people. When the story is all about black people, it's all about black people.
What?
When you have a storyline that's like. Where
they gender swap or
right,
first of all, I don't care about those kind of things. I think
that's what the old movies were about.
Yeah, well, in my opinion, that kind of stuff doesn't matter. I don't care if James Bond is a white dude. That doesn't bother me. You know what I'm saying? I don't feel the need to replace James Bond with a black dude or a chick or anything like that. Yeah. I think there should just be good fun movies out there. You don't need to have a black James Bond. We had Wesley Snipes, damn it. We had the black peoples had Wesley Snipes. We had Denzel Washington. Huh? Oh, Wesley Snipes.
Wesley just couldn't pay his taxes.
Well, yes, yeah. Hollywood people get real, Wesley Snipes got conned by someone over taxes, man. There was was it a lawyer or someone told Wesley, no, you don't have to pay taxes. Okay.
Could you imagine?
So you lottery winner, you have to pay taxes. You're not getting out.
You must pay taxes. Yes.
Yes.
They're gonna make you. They're gonna make an example out of you if they find out you're not paying your taxes.
You can mitigate your tax. That's what people do with the trust. If you get a trust, you put everything you own into a trust. That trust has to pay taxes, though.
Oh yeah.
But the trust you can either create your own. You can either create your own charity, which is what a lot of wealthy people do. They have charities and they give the money. And then they're members of their family. They run it. Or you could just give that money, the percentage that has to go every year to charity. You could just give it to a charity that's out there, and and then you're good. But someone has to pay.
The wealthy person charity scheme, what is it? Bill and Melinda Gates Foundation, the Clinton Foundation. All of those they're just money laundering schemes.
Right.
Yeah.
All of them.
Yeah. But here's what I want to make fun movies, Walt. I don't care about. I've looked at movies with all black people in it and thought this is cool, or all white people, or a mix of people. Yeah. I want to see boobies in a movie. You remember when you used to be able to see some? Do you remember that?
Last night.
American Bollywood.
That would be it, Hank's Bollywood. We watched Naked Gun last night. There's a scene where they run in the opening credits. He drives the car through a women's locker room. Mm-hmm. There's a naked butt. There's a woman's naked butt, and Marley was like, "Oh my god!" I was like, "Yeah, they used to do stuff like this back then."
The most beautiful thing God created, a woman, and He didn't create her with any clothes.
That's right. That's right.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
We can blame. Yeah. We can blame clothing on someone else, but not God.
I will say, clothing is not a bad thing. Have you ever thought about frying chicken naked? That's a terrible idea. Don't do that.
Oh my God, no.
I have never, ever had that thought. Until you
fry chicken naked.
Don't
that could go so
naked.
That could go so badly wrong.
Can
you imagine your schlong being permanently fried?
No,
like crispy style.
I'll be back in a second.
Lord, that just gave me the shivers.
So clothing is a good invention. We're not downing on clothing, but the female body is a fantastic piece of art.
Yeah, I will make movies just for the fun of it. Like, make fun movies should just be fun. I don't need to be lectured in a freaking movie theater. Thank you.
I promise you, I wouldn't quit my job. I would just continue my regular life, but I would definitely have a brand new C8 Corvette. I would have a full auto MP5 ready to transfer. I would have the things I want. Marley would be building her dream home.
But you're
somewhere
still
out
going
in
to work
county.
every day? You're not starting your own company? Come on.
I would consider it, but it would be something that I would do slowly over time. I don't want people.
Oh, you don't
ideas.
want it. Oh, yeah. You
No,
don't want
it'd be
anyone to
something
know.
I made enough money, I can start my own business, blah, blah,
I can
blah.
imagine
No, I'm not
you.
gonna do-
I can imagine you faking poverty, like
Yeah, absolutely.
still getting
Nobody
your
needs
clothes
to
from
know.
Salvation Army.
Who needs to know? Nobody needs to know.
Yeah, Patrick would be faking
You guys,
it. It'd
you
be
guys
really-
would have some toys. I would just, some random beneficiary might just show up and go, "Hey, your great uncle from Nigeria left you a little bit of money. Go buy something." Just randomly, and then the lawyer would tell you, "Don't look into it too deeply. Just accept the money."
Yeah.
But I
I'm
wouldn't
gonna
be telling anyone.
Oh, I'll be all Dan Bolzarian out here.
Oh, you would be living the life, huh?
Yeah, I mean, come on. You can't buy any more time.
That concept from that movie was a good idea, by the way. That Justin Timberlake movie where you live, your value is based on time.
Yeah.
But no, it's true. Can't.
No. So you got to ball out. I like the idea of making things, man.
You gotta ball out.
When I have a dream of
Unless you're cooking fried chicken, don't ball out.
No balls out. No balls out when you're frying chicken. But I would definitely be out there trying to make stuff. Like stuff that doesn't exist, I would be trying to make it.
I could see that. Absolutely. Yeah, I'd be like, I think I could improve upon this.
Yeah.
I'm back. I've been listening the whole time when I've been away. Patrick, you're full of shit. You're full of shit.
Patrick's gonna fake poverty.
I'm not gonna quit my job.
Every
I'm
now
just
and then
gonna
he's
keep
gonna
working.
he's gonna show us his golden night
No, it would
vision.
take me 6 months to a year to quit my job. I would have to come up with excuses as to why. Nobody's knowing.
I got an excuse. I'm tired of this fucking shit. I'm out of here.
I don't think any of us could never not work, but you don't have to work
No.
for other people. You can work for yourself.
I would have a
I've been doing
ginormous
it for
toy
years.
shop.
Yeah.
Oh, I promise you, I would have a big ass CNC machine. I would have, and it would just sit because I don't know how to use it yet. But I promise I would have all of that shit.
If you want $1 billion freaking dollars, you can hire somebody.
You can get some
Exactly.
people.
That's
You
exactly
can get some
right.
people. You can get some people that you can get some classes. You can also take some classes on how to. Yeah.
Or I can
That's
bring somebody
this.
on board and be like, make this. Here's my idea. Make it work.
I would do. It's just
hire-
like. Go ahead, Walt.
Hire somebody and who also teaches you.
Yeah,
That's true.
absolutely.
That's
Yeah,
true.
You can learn a lot of stuff, man. That's your job. Your new job now is to learn shit.
That'd be a great job. I would be on board with that.
Just learn everything.
Waking up every morning and going, what am I going to learn today?
Yeah. 42 Chilled said Oprah money. Oprah's got more than billions. She's got more than billions. She's full-fledged Illuminati.
Would you land on that grenade? Are you
Oprah?
desperate enough to
You
land
mean
on that
like
grenade?
Dave Chappelle? No.
Yeah, I don't know about that one.
No. I'd rather be poor, thank you. K&M Arms says you could buy my business and I would teach you everything. Boom, there you go.
There
All
you
you
go.
need is
There you go.
yeah. Can you imagine that? You hire Ken, you know what kind of guns is coming
Yeah,
out?
we would just make everything.
Lasers. Lasers.
Yep.
I know for a fact that cranium, Ken has a cranium. There's lasers in there. Laser technology exists within the cranium. Trust me.
Walter, by the
Yes,
way, did you see the video? It was either from late last week or over the weekend of Gun Jesus shooting the full auto Scorpion.
Yes, I did.
I was very impressed with it. It's funny. I always see the Scorpion as just like an American lower end PCC. It's not. It really isn't. It's a really good subgun.
It was designed as a military machine gun.
Yeah, yeah, and he even, the dude has shot a lot of machine guns. He knows his machine guns, and he said it was a very pleasant machine gun to shoot. So, very cool.
Yeah, it was very controllable from what I was seeing there. Yeah.
High rate of fire. I will say very high rate of fire.
Well, there's nothing wrong with that, as long as you have some trigger control. The PPSH 41 does that too. It goes, you just got to. You just can't lay on it.
You hold that trigger down, it's all gone.
But you think about it, I can get two or three rounds out of that fast gun, and it's hardly even rose.
Exactly. No, it's true.
That's
it's
two
true.
or three rounds on target.
Did it have a burst
Tokarev
mode?
ammo is cool.
Did it have burst? Did it have like three, 4 shots, or?
I think it had. It doesn't have burst. It's just semi-safe and full.
I think it was, yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay. It was cool though. It was really neat.
42 Chill says BFP has a job. Oh hell yeah! How do you think? How is he paying for stuff?
Do you see the shit that I buy? I could never go without. No, I'm a worker. I'm definitely a worker.
Oh yeah. You know.
Well, yeah. I mean, there's work, and then there's like, if you had that kind of money, then there's.
Yeah.
Everybody's
certain things I'm never buying. Certain things I'm never buying though. No matter how much money I have.
All the podcasters here, Walt and Hank, are getting brand new night vision, and I'm forcing you all to come shoot with me at night.
Forcing.
The only reason
you have to come out at night, bring the RVs, and we're gonna shoot with night vision.
I would use that night vision and drive at night with no lights on.
You could do that. We would have the best of the best, 100%.
I've done that with old Russian stuff one time.
Yeah.
You got those headlight covers.
I'm telling you.
They work
like
just
someone
fine.
said it, they'd be like Batman. I'm with that, man. Every single Batman thing I could think of, like, I want this.
I want to live some. I want to have some property somewhere where I can go in the ground.
Underground.
Underground.
Yeah.
You want an underground? You could
bunker.
buy those missile silos.
I have to have the bunker. Yeah.
Yeah. There's bunkers in Florida, right? Yeah. The bunker. Oh, bunker houses are badass. Florida has bunkers, right?
We have we have a high water table, so I don't know about that.
You have to get certain places that dig that much in the ground.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Now, Walter, have you seen those houses people build on old missile silos, decommissioned missile silos? Mm-hmm. That would be a Walter house.
Yeah. That's big bucks money. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah.
Well, that's cool.
Yeah, I'd probably spend that thing in 10 years.
I'm gonna go look that up. I wonder what it's like living in a missile
I'll
silo.
probably be broke in about 10 years, and then Lola,
you would be one of those that's broken 10. You're ex-basketball player type, where you're broke right after you retire.
I'm pretty sure I have that personality. I know I'm not buying any T-shirts. That's how I'm gonna save money. No, never buy T-shirts. That's how you do it. That's how you save all your money. There you go. You know what? Like, I actually have known some people that when they travel, this is how you know you're a baller. When you travel, you don't pack. You don't take anything. Have you ever met anyone like that? I have.
No, I don't know anybody. That's some FU money right there.
Yeah.
What do you just buy when you go somewhere?
Yeah, when they get somewhere, they'll go to like Macy's or whatever. I don't know if Macy's still around, but they will just go buy
Gucci and Louis Vuitton.
Yeah, they'll just go buy clothes or whatever. And wear
I don't want to be bothered with that.
Leave them?
Yeah.
I don't want to be bothered with that. I'm going to have my.
You can ship it. Mm-hmm.
I'm going to have my people make sure my stuff is there. Yeah. And then I'm going to make sure that my cook has our meals.
Oh, if I had that kind of FU money, we would have a chef in 48 hours. I'd have somebody cooking. Because I love restaurant quality food, but I hate cooking at home. You know what?
You'd have to get a person to watch your people.
I would even say this. I wouldn't necessarily hire a chef. I would hire somebody to go grocery shopping for me, because I hate grocery shopping.
You could already do that. You could already do that.
But it's
that
expensive.
Already exists, yeah.
Did you guys see that Walmart? I don't know if we talked about this last week. Walmart now offers not only delivery of groceries, but somebody will come in your house and put your groceries away for you.
That's a bad idea.
Could you imagine letting a Walmart employee just roam around your house, put your groceries away?
And they come back later when you're not home and steal all your shit.
Exactly.
Yeah. You know what I would do, though? I think I've told you guys this before. I would get people to work me out. You know, like,
just have them like...
Yeah. Someone, you can have all your muscles massaged into peak fitness.
No, you can't.
Yeah.
No,
I don't know if that's how that works.
You've seen
It could exist.
You've seen the movie You see Wally, right? Wally.
Yeah, that's exactly
I've
what
seen
Hank
it.
would turn into. One
But
of those
listen,
fat lards of
Didn't
Wally.
Bruce Lee have one of those machines that you could put on and it just like flexes all the muscles and then you get ripped? Bruce Lee, I believe Bruce Lee had that.
In Hank's head, it's 1950, and that like gut shaker thing still works.
It could be done. It could be done. You know, I've seen stuff of like there's people who instead of working out and getting muscles, they put the fake muscles in. You haven't seen that? You get the plastic surgery to look just like women get the plastic surgery to get the big butts and the thin waist. There's dudes out there getting plastic surgery to get muscles and all that.
There was a Joe Rogan snippet that came up on my YouTube or Instagram feed as I was scrolling, and it was this big jack dude sitting talking to Joe Rogan. He's like, "You want to get ripped? Do you know how to get ripped? Go get implants." And the guys were like, "Are you serious?" He's like, "Do you think these abs are real? No, they're implants." It's like, yeah, I guess so. I guess so.
Oh yeah.
No. As I say, my father, no.
Yeah. Remember,
I'm with Walt on this.
Yeah, we've
No
talked
implants
about
yet.
it on this podcast. Remember that billionaire who died on the operating table getting the penis enlargement?
Oh no,
Schlong.
he died of hubrism.
The schlongulator.
What did you just say? He died of hubrism?
Hubrism. He was he vain. His venality is what's the word for being too vain?
I don't know. Hubrism is perfect.
It's hubrism, isn't it?
Oh my, yeah, okay.
Hubris.
Yeah, okay, I get it, but
Hubris.
it's just funny.
Excessive pride and self-confidence is hubris. Is hubrism.
Right,
I don't know if
right.
that's a real word, but I'm making it one now.
Oh my god. Let's see. Yeah, I believe you can get people. You know, no, you got to actually work out. You got to work out. But I will have hot chicks working out with hot chicks because that's good motivation.
I'd have a gym.
That's
I
good
would have
motivation.
somebody training me. I'd have a full-time trainer. That'd be awesome.
Good motivation. Let's see. Oh, you know what I sent you guys this story. I don't know if you saw it. It's from the Daily Mail. I wanted to talk about this. It's probably going to go over. Yeah, it's about England. Wasting time tackling hate incidents when no crime has been committed.
I watched this video today.
Yeah, makes the public question whether police know what they're doing, top officer says. And basically what happened here is a British Army veteran was arrested for reposting a meme in England. That's right.
All right, let's clear something up.
He reposted a meme.
The reason he got arrested is because he offended.
He offended somebody.
No, he made them feel uncomfortable.
A certain group of people.
He made them feel uncomfortable.
What's the rule? You want to know who rules you? Just look at who you can't talk bad about.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Just saying.
Yeah.
Yeah. You know, I didn't see no Nazis getting offended though. What about the poor Nazis?
Yeah. So
they took a perfectly good symbol and turned it into some. Anyways, you know what I'm
so
saying.
here
Can't
it
have it
goes.
anymore, yeah.
It comes after an Army veteran was arrested by police for causing anxiety after retweeting a picture of a swastika made out of pride flags on social media. Darren Brady, 51, slammed Hampshire, yeah, police for impeding his right to free speech after he was placed into handcuffs on Friday at his home at Aldershot for sharing a meme.
I'm
Footage
sorry,
of the
the
arrest
UK,
was widely shared on social media.
Canada.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of a DAO, or decentralized autonomous organization like TUSC Crypto. TUSC cryptocurrency is a firearm-friendly e-commerce option for online payment transactions, secured on the blockchain. So when you're in the crypto market, please consider TUSC, TUSC.
All right.
The UK and Canada, other countries, Australia,
but
New
they don't
Zealand.
have freedom of speech, and you don't
Yeah,
have
do
freedom of speech.
have freedom
right?
of speech.
Yeah.
You're not going to get anxiety from a Polak. You're not going to get anxiety from an Italian. You're not going to get anxiety from a regular Englishman, but you are going to get anxiety from certain groups of people. And they always have anxiety because that's how they rule you.
Okay, these people are crazy to go around arresting someone for a meme. okay, for posting a meme, and regardless of what it was,
And then when
I mean, everyone's offending everyone, by the way. So let's not
The
pretend
real
that people
criminals-
on the left don't offend other people. Like, you know, when people put up things about guys like us, gun guys, or people who are
do you
conservatives,
you start crying and
No, I
cuddle in the corner?
I
And,
don't
mommy,
give a shit.
Ridiculous.
Yeah.
mommy. You know, it's like, oh, fuck you. That's what I'm gonna say.
Exactly.
You
I
know?
just go,
Right. Yeah.
shove it
F
up your
yourself.
ass.
Right. Yeah. So, but they've got this all worked out now, where they use it as a weapon against
It is
Joe Sixpack. So,
completely true.
and then same stuff in this country too. There's places here that want to play that game too.
the
But
people of England have to stop this bullshit. I just have to say that, you know, they have to stop this bullshit. A lot of people in England spend a lot of time hating on America. Yeah, that hate comes from the fact that they want to be like America. Okay, you don't have these rights, but you should fight for them, because you know you should be able to say what you want to, even if it offends people.
Yeah.
Like, you have the right to offend people. Now everyone knows. Oh, this guy, this is where he's at, or whatever. You know, the idea that you can't do that is insane. And then going and arresting a veteran. You know, if Russia invades England right now, they're fucked. That place is fucked. It's going to be Russia.
The Russians can't evade shit. So
I'm just
don't worry
saying
about
to you,
that.
though, they can't do shit.
Russians
Listen,
can't-
Ukraine can't do shit unless we give them a lot of money so they can steal it. You know,
if you're
you
a place-
saw what
place-
Zelensky said about Americans, right?
He's
I don't know what he said.
Zelensky can fuck himself.
Yeah. Let me see. Do I have to pull it up now? I saw it somewhere. I don't know who it was.
We don't care enough about them, basically.
Yeah.
They have to
We're
care
too
about
involved with
themselves.
ourselves. We don't care enough about the plight of the Ukrainians.
Yeah.
Oh dear. Yeah.
You know, I mean, the thing is that, look, that's a corrupt place, you know, and that's why they're still around, because of the corruption that they got involved with the Biden administration. You know, as I've been saying for some time, it's not.
Here
Is
you
it
go.
coincidental?
March 28th of this year, wife of former Ukrainian politician caught with $28 million in cash at Hungarian border.
Really?
In suitcases. In suitcases.
Wow.
Also, what currency do you think she showed up with? Do you think it was Ukrainian currency or Hungarian
Dollar.
currency?
I'm gonna
Dollar
say
bill.
the dollar bill.
$100 bills stacked in suitcases. $28 million worth.
Wow.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so if anybody doesn't think that Ukraine is absolutely corrupt, there you go.
I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all.
Yeah.
So,
Lots of places are corrupt out there, but a lot of these places also are not ready. They don't have. Ukraine would have already fallen to Russia. I'm not arguing what you said, Walt.
100%.
Ukraine would have already fallen to Russia if it wasn't for America, and you know the rest of Europe isn't far off from that, man. I mean, let's be honest about
Yeah,
this.
but the
And Europe is
Russians-
fucked right now too.
Look at the Germans. The Germans think they are so independent that they can run everything, and then Russia cuts off their oil supply, and oh god, the world is ending for them. You know. And we warned them. Trump, I hate to say it, Trump warned them about this, 3 years ago? Don't get on their Nord Stream pipeline, because
Oh
then
my
you're
God.
beholden to them.
I think someone already did a thing about all the shit that Trump said. That's
I don't always give him credit, but that was one of those that I was like, this was an obvious bad decision that you guys made.
But it's kind of
What were you
easy to
thinking?
see. It's kind of easy to see all these things happening based on how Europe is run, and what the Europeans believe in. Right?
I've never understood the European mindset. The people that live in countries that go, no, I'm not British, I'm European.
Yeah, 42
No, I'm not
Chill
German.
said, yeah, Germans turn to coal, fire up the coal plants. Yeah, what's up with that?
That's exactly what they did, yeah.
well, the Germans stopped mining coal a few years back. They had this ginormous mine with this ginormous digger digging the stuff out, and all so they don't get no more.
Sounds like they made a bad decision.
Nine.
But there's also there's natural gas all over the planet. There's natural gas all over the planet.
You
They don't
feed
wanna-
me enough Taco Bell, I can support a small town.
Yeah. They also have their own oil. They have oil too. I mean, maybe not as much as other places, but they have oil, all that shit. Yeah, but you set these stupid standards. Like the idea that all the car companies are going to be making electric cars by 2030, so that's less than 8 years from now. This is a European standard.
Yeah, I know. No,
California as well.
It's a California standard that they adopted from the European standard, but yeah.
Not going to happen. You're going to find out it's not going to happen.
Yeah.
So, it physically can't happen. So.
I agree.
It's definitely not fucking
it physically
happening
cannot happen.
I don't know how it's going to happen now.
We're supposed to be underwater now too, right? Remember that?
Yeah. Right.
Yeah.
We're circling back, everybody. We're circling back.
Yeah, we are underwater. The planet is 75% water already. It's always been like that. You know what's proof of everything? Venice, man. Venice is the proof. That is the place where everything's underwater.
Or
Venice, Venice should be just nothing right now. It should just be all sea urchins and shit like that, floating through there right now. So, yeah. Oh, what happened here? Are you guys there? Did I? Oh, there you go.
Oh.
Yeah.
We're back.
Froze. Yeah, you guys froze for a second. What was that, Walt? What were you saying?
I'm just looking at our time in this. We're in the guest. Who's the guest?
Well, we're all the guests.
Next topic is the guest.
Yeah. What do you guys want us to talk about? I'll wait and let the folks tell us what we want. Oh,
What's
you know what?
News right
I have to show this because not this weekend that I was hanging out with Walt, but the previous weekend I was hanging out with Sam Andrews, and I did a video on the Carjacker cross-draw holster, which will be up. So basically, the way this is for a P360. This is actually the one from the video that Sam made, and then he gave it to me. This is Lola's P365 that it's in, and basically this goes over your belt, right? So you put that over your belt, and then you can have it in the front of you, so that if you need to, you could just easily draw, or you could put this over your car seat belt. And you can have it in the front when you're driving, and then you could draw out of it. So anyway, that video should be going up soonish.
That's good looking leather. I like that. I like the color of that saddle leather. Like
I'm trying to. Damn it! Focus. There you go.
Right there.
So there you go. And I know Patrick, you have a 365. So if you want to try this out. Sometime.
Yeah, I also have some Sam Andrews sitting here, though.
Oh, yes, of course. Yes, we forgot to show this. Damn it!
Python and Python. Caught, I believe I was told, caught in the Everglades.
Really? Are you making that up?
I might be making that up. No, I think Sam said that he sources it locally. No, I do believe that Sam said that he doesn't. He buys it locally.
I think it's cool. Show that again. I think it's cool how it has a number 8 on it.
Yeah.
Or the infinity sign, or however you want to look at it. Boom. Yeah, that's like
a set of glasses. That's like glasses.
Yeah, there you go. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, it looks like eyes. Snake eyes. No, that's cool, man. Python. I mean, take the Python out of there. That Python looks good.
Okay.
Pull the Python.
Okay.
Take it out. Whip it out. Wait, hold on a second. Let me whip this out.
I gotta look up this gun.
Did you guys ever see, what was that cowboy movie again? Blazing Saddles.
Blazing Saddles, great movie.
They will never make. I will make movies like that when I win the billions.
Could never be done today.
Blazing Saddles. Yeah. Hold on while I whip this out.
Reinhardt Arms FG9.
I'm looking at it. It looks like an FG42.
FG9 from Reinhardt.
FG9 carbine. Yeah, it's an FG40, but it's modernized. The stock on the back isn't original, is it?
No, none of it is. It just got that look. It's side fed.
It's got a look, and it's a 9mm. It's side loading 9mm.
Yeah.
Huh.
That's cool.
Let me see. I'm trying to pull it up here.
That's kind of neat. I'd shoot
it. This thing?
Yeah, look at that. Rhineland Arms.
Is this actually available, or is this vaporware?
I guess it is. I don't know.
The rifle is constructed from aluminum steel wood with no plastic right here in the USA. For reservations, please contact us. Available July 2022 MSRP is $899.
$855.
I'm sorry, $855. I misread that. I've never heard of Rhineland Arms, but I would love to try this out.
I've heard of them, but I've never
you?
seen this before.
Yeah, it looks cool. It looks cool. Interesting.
Huh.
Yeah. Walt, I think you need to get one of those, since you're the only one of us that's a billionaire.
Okay,
No,
what I did
Walter?
order while Hank was sitting in my residence, or he was sleeping actually, I think, when I did it. Or he was so funny. He's like, he was sitting up by me on the counter, and he's like, you could tell he's had his head in his hands, and he's just like, oh.
Yeah,
So
I'm
finally goes
an
down,
on or off kind of person.
he's in the recliner, boom, but he's still looking at his computer. And then I guess Lola said he was snoring, but I couldn't hear him snoring.
No,
so,
Lola was trying to gaslight me. Lola's always trying to gaslight me.
Well, while you were down there, I came across the UTOS UT9, I think it is.
Yeah, Patrick, a UTOS. He bought a UTOS, Patrick. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. He bought a UTOS.
UT9.
Oh,
Which
it's just a
looks like a-
Streetbog clone, it looks like.
Looks like a street bug. Yeah, I
Yeah,
think I'm
where
gonna,
is
the reason
pull
I'm
it
getting
up.
it is purely because I think I can put like we can make a stock for it, or I can adapt one of my
Yeah,
stocks.
it looks very similar to a Street
Yeah.
Bog. It's very, I hate to say it, it's very ugly. It is really ugly.
I told him to get a B&T.
It's just square with no cuts, no nothing. It's just a square extrusion of
It's
aluminum.
going to look better with a SHF stock on it.
with a sock
Oh,
on it.
you
I
know
think
it.
it'll look better.
Oh, you know it, baby. You know it.
It looks badass. That
Oh, without
We are
they
sponsored
do.
by Safety Harbor Firearms for full disclosure.
Walter, interestingly enough, I have now realized I've heard of Rhineland Arms. They make a 45 ACP conversion for the SETME or G3, where you can build a SETME or G3 with a 45 ACP barrel that takes Thompson machine gun mags, I think.
Oh, really? Okay.
Which is a really neat... It's kind of cool, actually. I looked at it before, and I've never looked too deep into it. They sell the barrels, and they sell the kits and everything, so you weld the block in.
Oh,
And
okay.
use
Where
your
is
45
where is Rhineland Arms?
No, I've never...
Is Rhineland in Germany? Isn't that like a the
I
Rhineland?
would think Germany, but they're
No, it's-
American.
Yeah, it's an American thing.
They're
Obviously.
American.
Yeah, but the Rhineland sounds like.
Well,
you know,
Rhineland, if I'm not mistaken, there's a city in Wisconsin called Rhineland.
oh,
I think
Maybe that's what it is.
Maybe.
yeah.
They are in Spring, Texas. I'm serious, Spring, Texas.
Completely wrong.
15814 Champion Forest Drive, Spring, Texas.
Spring, Texas. Okay, let's see. That's cool. There was something I was going to bring up, and now I completely forgot about what I was going to bring up. Yeah,
Which is just on the outside of Houston. So
Walter
they're
needs
right on
to
the
get a
outside.
B&T, by the way, but he won't. Doesn't want to get a
Those things are
B&T.
expensive.
Doesn't want to get.
Why
the
do I
B&T.
always get condemned without even? It's like I get tried and condemned without even.
Yeah. By the
without
way,
even
this is some Edward Andrews guns right here. Oh, there's an Edward Andrews custom leather holster right there. Since everyone is showing off their holsters, so if you guys have, and then someone sent me, is it Chris? Who sent that? I think it was Chris. Sent. Oh, here we go. Someone sent their safe. Am I supposed to show this? Okay, I guess I could show it. Congratulations, got a safe. Boom, boom. Cannon. There you go. And I don't know how many gun safe that is, but I'm going to assume if it's a 18 gun safe, you can only get 2 guns in it.
You get about 6.
Yeah.
And then you go, I don't have enough room.
I got news for you, man. I can stuff 3 times what they say.
I
Okay.
have a 50, and it's still not enough.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't know. I prefer cages now, but I do have safes. Yeah. But
I'm
I
gonna have
would
to do
get
something around here. I don't know what I'm gonna have to do in this office to baby-proof everything.
Oh,
Put some
yeah.
things away, clean some stuff up.
the main thing you got to baby proof is those power outlets. That's the main thing you got to, because they'll stick all kinds of shit in those power outlets. That's the,
God damn it! I didn't even think about that, but yeah.
yeah, they won't
Also,
worry about
you
the
have to keep
guns.
those little plugs.
If there's no ammo, there's no.
No, some people that
Yeah.
we know, Walter, like to leave loaded guns all over the place, which is fine if you're adults in the house. You got guns.
I don't do
You
that. I
can-
actually
you
don't
can-
do that.
No, I'm not talking about you.
Oh.
I'm
I don't have
talking.
loaded guns.
Because
Oh.
the ones that's going to have the accident 9 times out of 10 is the adult that just picks it up. Hey, look at this.
No,
Yeah.
I don't.
So-
I don't keep other than my CCW and the gun in the office, in the bedroom for home defense. I don't keep anything loaded around here.
Oh,
Nothing's
okay.
loaded. I do. I could put away. I do have loaded magazines, strategically placed that I could put away, but nothing's actually like loaded or chambered
Yeah, I
other
mean-
than what I keep ready to go.
I mean,
You also-
if you think about it,
Mhm.
with kids, if there's no bullets in any of the guns, they can.
Oh yeah.
Now that outlet in the wall where they stick a fork in or stick a knife in or stick
Get a
their
good
finger
zap.
into, that's a different story.
Mhm.
Or those chemicals that are sitting around that underneath your sink or something like that. But
You need a lot of those gates, those expandable gates. That's what Lola and I bought.
Baby
Hold on.
gates.
A lot of baby gates. A lot of baby
I'm out of
gates.
focus.
I
And
don't
then
know, man.
you got to look out for the
Kids-
steps.
when
Yeah,
they get to a certain age, they're like a monkey, anyways. They'll crawl over.
Oh,
that son.
eventually they will, yeah. But in the beginning they couldn't. Eventually they use their weight, push down, climb over, do all kinds of things. But in the beginning it helps.
Yeah.
The steps also is a thing. Kids like to push each other down
Oh, yeah.
steps.
Yeah, we had a fence on the steps for a while.
yeah,
I actually made a wooden fence that you could lock
Mm-hmm.
closed. Yeah.
Ha, nice.
yeah.
Yeah.
So but I know Buckshot is not gonna like those gates though.
No, he hates. We have one for him, and he hates it.
Yeah. So well, you guys will get it figured out. How is Marley, by the way? I saw she brought you food over there.
Exhausted. It looks like to me.
Yeah. She's not in the mood to talk. Marley's about to go fire
Not
up some
even at
makeup.
all.
She's about to fire up some makeup videos.
They're asking how you're doing. She has a very bad headache, and she's exhausted.
Okay, there
Oh,
you go.
And she is absolutely going to fire up some makeup tutorials.
So in other words, F you and leave me alone.
Exactly.
Basically, that's the face I see. behind
Yes, I got that. That message came across loud and clear. Okay, so
I
we
get
got
it.
we got
No
like
problem.
a minute 48. Someone asked about what is this about Nancy Pelosi? Blah, 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 blah. Jen Champ Jr. says talk about why Pelosi is going to Taiwan, huh?
It'd be a real shame if China shot her plane down. Did you see the threats China was making?
Yeah, they better not. I don't like Nancy
won't.
Pelosi, but
They won't do it.
No, I'm sure they won't.
No.
But a lot of these politicians they don't know what to do about China. They're just like basketball players and all these other people who get money from China. What are they gonna do?
They're all on the take.
Yeah, they're not gonna mess with China. Do you remember when someone famously said China?
China.
China.
That fool.
and everyone got mad.
He's so unpresidential. How?
Yeah. What country just straight up says we are going to just shoot down the plane of the third person in line to the presidency? And then we're just like, oh, they're so funny. Oh,
They asked the White House.
Those Chinese, they don't
Green-
mean that.
They asked the White House Jean-Pierre lady what the president has to say about that, and she was just like, nothing. We don't have anything to say.
Yeah.
He's changing his depends. Leave him alone. Okay.
Basically.
Yeah. China's pretty bold, man. China's talking a lot of shit. This is why you need a cowboy in the White House. I've
He's
said it before.
so unpresidential.
I've
is so
said it before.
mean-spirited.
You need a mofo. You need a mofo. The people are like, oh my god, this guy will blow us. He might launch those nuclear missiles. He'll blow us
Gotta
up.
keep him on the
He'll
toes.
blow us up. Yeah.
He's so unpresidential.
The Who Moved My Freedom podcast is made possible by our partners at 2A Commerce. Veteran owned and with over 20 years experience, 2A Commerce is the leader in custom e-commerce and web application development in the shooting sports industry. Clients include major brands such as Guard Dog Body Armor, Sylvan Arms, AccuFire Technologies, The Tactical Games, Warrior Knife Company, and yours truly, Hank Strange. Visit 2A Commerce and support this show by supporting them. Once again, visit the number 2acommerce.com.
I just thought of something, guys.
Uh-oh.
I just thought of something.
What's
We
up?
need a president in the White House that takes out the bowling alley, takes out all that pussy stuff, and installs a tomahawk throwing range inside the
That'd be pretty cool.
I don't
And
think
then-
we want Biden throwing tomahawks around, but okay,
Well, then
I'm
you
with
you invite those other ones that and you know, they maybe they throw it and it bounces back and gets them right in the forehead or something. You know,
Mhm.
but yeah.
Yeah. Did she go to
tomahawks.
Taiwan? Did she go to Taiwan?
I don't know yet.
Yeah, I don't know if
Why-
she went.
You know what?
So I don't know.
You know, it's like why can't she go to Taiwan?
Well, because China says that it belongs to them, and they don't want anyone going there and showing support. Don't you
Well,
remember when John Cena had to frickin' learn Mandarin and humbly apologize?
Well,
in
that's
Mandarin?
because he's a puss. He's a puss.
You don't
that's
remember
why.
this? Because
That's
he
what he's
said the
getting paid-
country
he's
of
getting paid by the-
Taiwan?
He's getting paid with Chi-Coms, and they'll never let
Yeah.
another movie of his in there ever.
Yeah.
I don't. Even reruns of wrestling won't be allowed. So,
You think anyone's watching us in China?
no,
You guys think we
I
got
don't
some
know.
people? We got
Maybe.
people from all
I
over
got,
the
I
world.
got,
looking
and
us.
I'll just say this: I got nothing against the Chinese people. It's just
Me
your
neither.
government sucks. You know.
Yeah.
I got nothing against the Russian people. That's some of my people, kind of.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
and the Ukrainians, but you know, Russian people are nothing wrong with them. It's just the government sucks.
I got something against Russian people. They pretended that they invented the AK. That's. I got that.
Oh, here we go. Here we
It was
go.
the
I
Germans.
was just,
Here we
I'm
go.
just messing with Walter.
Real gun guys realize that the AK could have never been made by the
Not in that
Germans.
form. Not what. No,
It's
not
not-
what we
it's-
eventually got.
It's too poor. It's too poor.
Has anyone ever seen? Is there a German form of the AK like really nicely super engineered and?
Well, East German.
the
AK.
Germans, the East Germans, when they were making the AKs, they made East German AKs.
make the best.
No, but I'm talking about before.
No,
no,
no.
right,
The
right,
Rus-
yeah.
the Germans didn't. They went to be lowered down to that shit.
Yeah.
Besides, the AK didn't come around until after the war, so the real version of the AK.
Yeah.
Look how overly
wanna-
complex every German, all the German quote unquote assault rifles, the MP44 and AP43, 45, they're way overcomplicated.
Yes.
They can't lower themselves to make that porous gun. You know, that.
If you want a fancy AK, you have to go to the Finns and get a Valmet.
Oh, yeah. Yeah,
I
that
think
makes sense,
didn't we talk about this before on the show, the Kalashnikov car. Did we ever talk about that? I
Yes,
thought
we did. Yes, you did.
Yeah, we did.
Yeah.
Yeah. There's supposedly Kalashnikov was making its own car. A retro.
You know what that
EV.
looks like? Now, I want you, Hank Strange, to go back in time a little bit. Go look at like a Datsun 210. No, I'm
This
serious.
looks Russian. This looks Russian. I'm sorry.
Look at a
It's cracking me up.
Datsun 210. Datsun 210, I think it was.
Look at the back of
Why?
this thing.
Why do Russian cars all have that look?
Yeah. What was the thing, Walt? What was it? A Datsun 210? Yeah.
I think it's a Datsun 210. It's a
a
70s
washing
it's a
machine.
70s a 70 vintage Datsun.
Yeah.
A B210 maybe.
Is it this?
B210.
I don't know if it's this you're talking about. Datsun
No,
B210. The
no, that's
B210?
not the one. That's not the
Yeah,
one.
that looks way better. I buy that now. Look at that. That's sexy. Come on.
No,
Look at
it's
that.
it's before. I think it was before that. It's a real square looking Datsun.
Yeah.
Um,
No, that looks a lot like the Russian cars you see.
well,
A
that
Yugo.
looks like a
Yeah.
that's like a Fiat. The Fiat 128 kind of looks like that.
Mm-hmm.
I don't. The Russians have never been good at designing cars. They're just
No.
that's just not their forte, as far as I can tell.
Yeah. You know. I don't think they understand aerodynamics and stuff like that.
No, not even a little.
A 124.
But
I wonder.
Go ahead.
I was just gonna say, I wonder how communist rule changed all of this, because I imagine that's what caused all of this to look like crap. Is they didn't hire. I mean, the commies back when the 1917 revolution or whatever, if you were an artist or smart, they wanted to kill you. So
yeah, how can you have design if you can't be
if
you can't be creative?
Yeah,
You know, you can't be creative. There's no such thing.
but yeah. Basically, in Soviet Russia, they were like, no, cannot be creative.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
You make car out of box.
No.
Yeah, you're good at that.
Muscovich. Look up the Muscovich, the
Oh,
Soviet
Lord.
Muscovich.
The Muscovich?
That's a real car.
Oh, Lord.
Muscovich.
Oh, my God.
I'm serious,
Okay.
man.
No, I know you're serious, but I could just
I'm serious
imagine
as a
from
heart
that
attack,
name. Muscovich?
Yeah, Muscovich. Moskvitch. Muscovich.
Car.
I'm trying to find some pictures of it. I saw
Is
the
this
history.
this one?
Is that a
They all
Muscovich?
look the
Oh, no,
same.
that's not. Let me see. Is
They
this
all
one?
look the same.
So you take that one you just looked at.
Look at the back. Papa.
It's the same as that other one. It's a Muscovich, bitch.
Yeah, they're all the same. They're all the same. Yeah. Lord in heaven.
Muscovich.
Come on. Look at this one.
Amanda.
Look at the wagon. Wow.
Based.
Yeah.
Look how that door opens up, man. Look how innovative that is.
Oh my God. Wow.
Muscovich.
Wow. Yeah, on here, let's see who says this. American Bulldog says all Datsun in the front and Pacer in the back.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Pacer.
I mean,
Yeah.
yeah, if you look at early American cars, they are so beautiful. They're so space-aged and flowing. And
Russia, I don't know if you guys know this, but Russia did not like calling them suicide doors. They called them gulag doors. Sorry, I'm turning into a father. I gotta make the jokes, okay?
Skivvy Waver says they need some gay designers.
This is what the Soviets had.
I don't know, man. Yeah.
I don't know if that's the key to car design, to be honest with you, but
There was just a massive lack of creativity.
Yeah,
That's basically
Yeah,
it.
because they killed all of them. They
Look,
threw all of them in gulags.
here's how it worked, guys. We make the car. This is your car. You buy the car. You don't have a choice. You're not getting a Chevy.
You're lucky.
You're not getting a Ford.
You are blessed. if
You're
you get the
getting
car.
a Muscovich, and that's it, bitch.
Yeah, it's like you all of a sudden see people dancing. You know where they dance, where they put out the
If you
shooting the
were to get a
AKs
car,
in the sky. Yeah,
Soviet Union times, you were lucky that you were an important person. If
Yeah,
you
you had to get in line to get a
car.
Muscovich. You didn't get
Yeah.
a Muscovich.
yeah.
You had
had
no
to be
choices.
important.
You got your number called, and
Yeah.
you went and bought your car.
Yeah.
That's it.
Can you
This is what
imagine
take
like a
home.
Russian babe sees that car, panties dropped.
Oh, Grandma britches dropped too.
Helga, saw that.
What do you think?
Uh,
During this time, they had nothing pretty. Did lingerie? Does that exist over there? Did they always have grandma
Russia,
britches?
there has to be at least
no.
fur-lined lingerie. Come on,
Fur line to keep you warm in the winter.
come on. Russia cannot be that bad. Russia had to have swimsuit models and stuff. Come on now.
I don't know that they do.
There had to
Until
be.
they became westernized.
Where did Ivanka and all these people come from?
she's from the Czech Republic.
Czech. Oh, she's Czech. Okay.
She's Czech.
Yeah, but there's been some Russian hotties, right? There's been serious
Or
Russian hotties.
Czechoslovakia.
out
Oh, there
here.
are. Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. So I mean, there had to be something. But for all
But
we
there
know,
are also
that
some
those were
Russians
like the what we would think would be the hotties. They'd be like, no, you must have the baby making hips.
You want bear. You want a big bear woman
Yeah.
that keeps you warm in the winter.
Yeah, it's like dwarves. You can't tell the difference between the men and the women.
That's right. That's how dwarves work.
The women have beards. How do you tell the men from the women? They have beards.
Yeah.
Oh In the chat there's a story, 42
Uh-huh.
chilled, about locking up food in New York City.
What is that? Locking up food?
Like
You're
they lock
locking
up.
food. What? Because people are stealing it?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
New York City's cray. Crazy. New York City. There was a story from New York City that I was going to talk about that...
One thing before we get onto that,
Uh-huh.
I got to mention this is about hotties in Russia.
Right.
They just don't shave the pits. Laugh out loud. That's where they'll.
You need the pits.
It's like the French.
You
Okay,
need the
now
you
you
need
can
the
go
hair
on.
in your underarms
Hel-
because you can
Helga
knit that
Vin
into a
Diesel.
sweater. So let me just get to
Why-
this real quick. My brother
Why-
sent me this New York Post. Woman luring men to Bronx hotels where the cohorts rob, duct tape them, and sex scheme cops.
That's a woman. Is that a woman there?
Right here.
Yeah.
These are I don't know how this chick
my-
is luring anybody. You got to be crazy.
OMG. Oh my God.
So, a 20-something woman has been using Facebook to lure men to Bronx hotels where two armed cohorts then rob the trio's victims, cops say. Investigators are looking at 5 such robberies between July 7th and Tuesday, police said. Once both the woman and the victim are inside of the hotel room, the female instructs the male to take a shower, and while he's in the bathroom, she lets into the hotel room another female and the male, the NYPD said. When the victim exits the bathroom, the second female and the male both display firearms at the victim and then threaten to shoot him. The 3 robbers then use duct tape to bind their victims and remove personal property, including the clothes that the targets are wearing, as well as cash and cell phones. No injuries requiring hospitalization have been blah, blah, blah.
What
So,
the fuck? Why does anybody live in that hellhole?
No.
oh my God. Wow. And then, these are... So it says the third incident happened the next day when a 48-year-old man was robbed at the Friendly Motor Inn at the 119 East Gun Hill Road. I know where that is. That's a bad neighborhood, Gun Hill Road. Shit.
Of course it is.
I know that place. The robbers took his debit and credit cards, clothing, and car keys, and then ran up a $3,000 worth of charges on his credit cards. Oh, that's so embarrassing.
Could you imagine that's my thought as well. Could you imagine I was in this sting where I got robbed by a hooker in her meat?
And then you gotta tell Marley why you're at this
I
hotel
tried to hook up,
with no clothes on.
I had to hook up with some chocolate booty, and I got robbed.
And I'm still going to ask this question: is that a woman?
Yeah, apparently.
That didn't look like anything in this universe that I would.
She must have been catfishing on the Facebook, probably not using the real. Well, I don't know. It must be because the guy goes in the shower. Yeah, the guy had to have seen her when he went into the shower.
You got to see this catfish at some point, right?
Yeah. How do you see
gotta
that
go
chick and go in the
lonely-
shower? If I go in the shower, I'm going to climb out the window.
Yeah, if somebody's like, go in the shower, I'm like, I regret all these decisions, I'm leaving.
Boy.
Oh, dear. Oh, well.
Yeah.
They get what you
Jen
get.
Champ Jr. says, say it loud, shower gun. You can't have a shower gun in a hotel, in a seedy hotel on Gun Hill Road. That's dangerous. I don't know how it is now, but that was a bad part of the Bronx when I lived there.
And what is this shit about a motor lodge or something?
motor
That's
inn.
the name of the hotel.
That's the name of the hotel in the Bronx.
Nobody's got no cars.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah, there's cars. There's lots of cars in New York City, man. There's lots of cars around the Bronx. All over New York, believe it or not. You would think a lot of people don't know how to drive, but there are a lot of cars. So, 42 chill, says Florida man. No, that wasn't a Florida man.
No, this ain't.
Don't give us that credit.
Yeah, you can't
No,
blame
no,
me.
no.
Well, I'm sure shit like that is going on in Florida now. Someone's going to steal that idea.
Yeah. The
I wouldn't
criminals
be
from New
surprised.
York are going to come down here and pull it. That's
Yeah.
what they're going to do.
Yeah, so crazy. That one came from Anonymous, so there you go.
Okay, thank you for that little.
Why does
update
anybody
there.
live there?
In New York?
Why
Probably
would you?
never
Why
do
does
it
any? I was watching another video the other day of the smallest apartment in Manhattan. It's
Manhattan.
you can reach side to side and touch the two walls, and it's it's a glorified like closet.
Mhm.
You have to share a bathroom. There is no kitchen anywhere, and they want something like
Don't, whoa,
20
whoa. Oh, I was gonna say, let us guess. Too late now. You said 20 grand? No way.
No, 20,
No, rental. It was like $2,200 a month to rent the place.
Oh, 2,200.
It was crazy. It
Yeah.
was absolutely insane.
And I can't even have a place to throw my tomahawk. I mean, what the hell? Come on.
I don't understand why anybody lives there. I don't get it.
Oh, this is illegal in New York, probably. So
Rent control.
It
There's a lot
probably is, Walter.
There's
Yeah.
a lot of rent control in New York. There's a lot of rent control. So
yeah, but still, it's
That's
not
part of the
gonna
problem,
happen.
though. Because if the prices were where they were supposed to be, nobody would effing live there.
Mhm. how the hell could you afford it?
How could you afford it if the price was actually as it was supposed to be? Yeah.
Yeah, you couldn't afford it. No way. But New York is a messed up place. When you're in it, it's like a pressure cooker. If you're born in it or you grow up in it, you don't realize until you go to other parts of America and you realize, man, I'd rather go anywhere and make less money. Why you messing with Marley?
No reason.
What are you up to? Yeah,
Watch out for that tomahawk, man.
I'm telling
Watch
you,
out
man.
for that tomahawk.
Guys, just gonna be coming from behind me. She's gonna be
Those
hitting you in the head
hormones could be powerful.
with- Yeah.
Yeah, pregnant
Um,
women could be superhuman.
Yeah. We haven't had anything too crazy yet. No, we haven't had anything too wild yet.
Oh, okay. No crazy. You don't have to go out in the middle of the night to get rum and raisin ice cream or some crazy shit.
No, Marley's a
Oh,
sleeper.
crazy.
No, if she's asleep, she is dead to the world. The woman I married, I can get up in the middle of the night, sick to my stomach, throwing up or going to the everywhere, and I get over it. I'm like, Mar, I'm sick, and she'll roll over, and go, and then right back to bed, right back to sleep instantly. And the next morning, I'll be like, you were useless. I was throwing up everywhere. I ate something bad. She's like, oh, I don't even remember that.
Yeah,
It's like,
she's got life insurance on you.
Yeah, exactly.
Well,
No,
what-
when
what
she
am I
falls
supposed-
asleep,
what
she
am I
is
supposed
out.
to do?
I'm
You're
not getting
throwing
ice
up.
cream.
I mean, come on. Man.
Yeah. Yeah.
Hold my head. Hold my head.
No, she says no cravings yet. No pregnancy cravings yet.
Oh, okay.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. That's good. It'll happen. Don't force it. It's all gonna happen.
No
Yeah.
plans to.
Yeah. You'll have to deal with that when the time comes. So
We did get. We got our first. Marley got our first baby outfit on Saturday or Sunday yesterday, and I told her it still isn't real yet. So,
Yeah.
but maybe it'll be real soon enough.
So this is baby something Hank Chromevandium.
Chromevandium James.
There has to be someone in this world named Chrome Bandium.
Walter, what are you willing to do? Can Patrick get a free gun every year if he names this baby middle name
Chromevandium. Oh my god, my kid would
Maybe.
murder me.
The baby would get a gun every year. Come on.
Marley's behind me going, I ain't naming no baby Chromevandium.
Come on. Yeah, Walter has to see
Chromevandium,
this.
there's something about it.
Yeah, I'm telling you, it sounds badass. Chromevandium.
That's like a freaking. That's like a movie star name.
CV.
Chromevandium. Starring Chromevandium.
Chrome Bandium.
My papa named me Chromevandium.
Oh
Yeah.
god.
That would be awesome. I don't know if maybe someone out there that watches or listens to the podcast will have a baby and
There's
name
a-
it
there was a
Chromevandium.
story-
I couldn't get Raquel to do it. She wouldn't
No.
do it.
there was a story the other day in the news that Subway, I guess, changed up their menu and they have some new marketing ploy that they're doing, and anybody that would go get a full back tattoo of the new menu or whatever the new marketing thing
That's nuts.
got sandwiches for life, and there was one dude that did it. It is his entire back, and it's like Subway Eat Fresh new menu from
No, please,
shoulder
no.
to mid back.
No.
I was like, are you
No.
kidding me?
Do you
That's
have a
not
link
worth
to
it at
this?
all.
Yeah. Do you
What?
have a link?
Let me see if I can find it.
Oh my gosh, that's crazy talk.
It
Yeah.
was. Yeah, just do a quick Google search for Subway tattoo. It's first thing in the news right now.
Subway tattoo.
Subway
okay.
fan scores sandwiches for life after getting massive logo tattoo.
We're gonna take a break. We'll be right back.
We wouldn't be able to keep the Who Moved My Freedom podcast going without the support of manufacturers like Safety Harbor Firearms. SHF is a quintessential family-owned small business, totally representative of the American dream. Safety Harbor Firearms is a Florida-based manufacturer of the compact entry stock and the SHTF 50 upper for an AR-15 lower. Also, SHF happily delivers on your Sten gun parts needs. So don't forget to check out stenparts.com and safetyharborfirearms.com.
There is a whole bunch of these. I don't know which one you want me to go
It's
to.
the big one with his back right there, that top one on the top left.
But yeah, so it's a Colorado guy. That might be Sean from We Like Shooting, for all we know here.
And
wait,
the craziest thing is it doesn't look like he has any other
Whoa!
tattoos. Could you imagine? No,
Oh,
ain't
no.
no way. Ain't no
No,
way.
that's not the menu. That just says Subway
It's
Series.
not the menu. It's just it's their new marketing. Their new sandwich. It's marketing or whatever.
Still though, that's a big
Yeah.
one. That can't
Yeah,
come off
yeah.
with you can't get that off with a laser.
Not easily, no.
No, easily? You can't get
I mean,
that off of-
eventually,
there's
maybe, but
There's no laser on Earth. You have to do a skin graft to get that off.
I'm not. I don't know why people do. And if you look at another picture of him, it doesn't look like he has tattoos anywhere else in his body. He literally just went and had this done to get free sandwiches.
Yeah, how hungry is he?
I don't. That's right. He must be starving. Because
Yeah.
Jesus.
I
No,
mean-
not for me. Not for me.
Wow. Oh yeah.
Yeah.
And yeah, there's another picture. This guy crazy. He is crazy. Oh yeah, that looks like a dude who would do it. That's probably a transplanted Florida man right there. That guy, at one point in his life, he was a Florida man. But, he's famous. He got his 15 minutes. Of fame.
Yeah, I guess so.
Congratulations to you. Now you'll be giving out... he got a better deal than the people that would be going to the Chick-fil-A's and working for 5 sandwiches
For
an hour.
5 sandwiches an hour.
And I'm a fan of Chick-fil-A, damn it. But damn.
I know.
5 an hour I cannot consume. How do you even get gas money? You go to the gas station, you're like, listen... I'll give you
treat
2
you to Chick-fil-A sandwiches.
Yes, 2 sandwiches.
I got
For a
tokens
gallon.
for sandwiches, bitch. That's what I got.
Yeah.
Tokens for sandwiches.
Oh my God. Okay. Anyway, listen. All right, our time is up here. We got to start wrapping this up. I'm gonna let Patrick Chrome Van Diem Jr. start.
YouTube.com/babyfaceP or baby_faceP on Instagram.
There you go. You got some. Are you off? You're off your suspension now, right?
Off my suspension, and I have some things. Once I get in the mood to go shooting a little bit, I do have some things that I'm going to be putting up.
You know what's funny? Brandon got suspended also, man.
Did he really?
Yeah, because
Herrera,
yeah, Brandon Herrera. He did that.
A double barrel homemade.
That got him a suspension? That's amazing.
Yeah, he duplicated the gun that was used, which I don't like. Yeah. So anyway, yeah. So there you go. Make sure you check out Babyface P. He's gonna have some stuff. You got shorts and stuff like that going up, right?
Yeah, I'm gonna be having some stuff going out soon.
Cool. Walter. What's
No
your
Van
spiel?
Diem. Keller.
Yeah.
Yes. Safety Hour Farms on YouTube, Facebook, and Instagram, and Utreon. And there's Dirtfoot Racing, the same Facebook, Instagram, and YouTube, and Utreon, I believe. Yeah. And there's stenparts.com for all your stent parts needs. That's pretty much it.
Yeah. You know what I was gonna say, Walter? If you get
Yes, sir.
married to Peggy again, I don't know if you have to get divorced and then get married again, but when you get married, you could change your name to whatever you want to. Not just a woman, the man can change his
Walther
name.
Chrome Van Diem.
Yeah, you could just be Walter Chrome Van Diem Keller.
I kind of like just the plain old W in the middle myself. Just keep it simple.
Yeah, you've got W that means nothing. It's just what?
It's
Walter
W, that's
what?
what it is.
Keller. Walter what? Keller.
Hey, look how some folks get these goofy middle names, or they never use them, or they don't use their first name and they use their middle name, and
Right. There's some craziness
what
out there. Yeah, I'm gonna run in the end. We're gonna come back, and I don't know. One of you guys is gonna give us the.
Pass it to Walter. I'll be back.
Okay, Walter, you're gonna give us the words of wisdom. Let me run the end in here. All right, guys. Thanks for hanging out with us. We'll be back here tomorrow night. And, if you guys want to listen to the audio podcast of this, you can get it on iTunes, you can get it on Audible, all over the place. Any place you can get your audio podcast from, you can get it. Oh, there she goes, Marley looking at makeup videos. And Walter, what's your words of wisdom, Walt?
There's no amount of Subway or Chick-fil-A worth defacing your body.
Yeah.
And
You're
what
muted.
is this?
You're muted, Patrick.
What's this lifetime supply garbage, anyways? That
Don't
doesn't
do
mean
it.
Subway's going to be around forever.
Subway.
Yeah, what if
you're-
someone
you're-
goes out in the next 10 years?
Yeah.
You're 65 and you're dependent on your Subway sandwich for lunch, and they're gone. What are you going to do?
Yeah. Oh
Yeah.
God.
What are you going to call?
Yeah.
You can't call that
Not
guy.
Ghostbusters.
That guy that used. What was the name of that guy who used to advertise for Subway?
Jared, no, he's in prison.
no,
Can't
no.
call him.
Yeah, Jared's not
Yeah,
going to
he's
come
got to
out.
say his mouth is stuffed with a sandwich right now.
Yeah.
So you got a
So-
foot long.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a big tattoo person, but think about that before you start scribbling all over your body. It's going to be with you for the rest of your life.
If you're gonna get a tattoo, be sensible like a Tamponian and just get a dolphin. That's it.
I think that's the words of wisdom. All right.
We're out of here. Okay, we'll see you guys. I'm gonna hit all the buttons appropriately
Like
and end this. We'll see you guys
Tamponian.
tomorrow. A tamponite.
I don't
Full-blooded
know if that's
tampon.
what they're called.